everybody. Hello again. Some announcements before we before we get started. Color of Change, or charity of choice. You can donate to it you can find the link for it in the chat if you're watching us live, and in all of our VODs. You can find it there as well. And our podcast links, you can also find it in our podcast stuff if you listen to an audio medium. Patreon, I don't know what this next month's adventure, whatever, is going to be, but I don't have much time to figure it out, so let's find out. It's going to be fun. And our schedule is all up on our Twitch channel, so if you want to see our schedule, it's all there to look at. That's it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So, last we left off, you all continued the investigation of the Trask Meadery through this weird tunnel underneath the meadery that took, how long? 2 days to traverse. And discovered signs of people sleeping down here, and discovered that the tunnel was made by hand, and eventually ended up in the Shimmering Trout Meadery. Through this tunnel, in the village of Canlaith, entered the Shimmering Trout Meadery, and definitely put some pieces together that these were the people responsible for the sabotage of the Trask Meadery's pumpkin mead that killed 3 nobles at the Harvest Feast. After fighting 3 of the workers and a myconid, you all rendered most of them unconscious, aside from one who got squished, and found the leader of the proprietor of the Shimmering Trout Meadery, Morgo Thune, and basically deduced that, yeah, he did it. He was thrown evidence in a fireplace, and he was apprehended, tied up, along with some of his cohorts, thrown in the back of a cart you have acquired from the Shimmering Trout Meadery, being pulled by an ox. And have begun your week-long trip from Canlaith to the capital. And that's where we're going to start, with everybody getting into the wagon. Dax is steering, Druck is sitting beside, everybody else is in the back, with the tied up unconscious people.
Well, I thought it was
the Shimmering Trout?
Oh yeah, it is Kenna.
Was the Shimmering Trout or the Shivering Trout?
Shimmering.
Shimmering, okay. Thought I heard you right.
The other one in world is called the Platinum Apple.
Yes.
Notes.
Yep.
I may be too close. I'm too used to it not being tiled up, so I'll try.
But yeah, it's 1 p.m. and you're still in Canlaith, so I'll describe what you see as you are on the road. It borders on the lake. It borders on Lake Inundial, this massive lake. And Canlaith is made up of rolling farmland and hills, and a vast vineyard that stretches around the village in all directions. The homes are all hill-shaped, and also all the establishments are hill-shaped, aside from the meadery, and built into the ground. And it is a mostly halfling population here. So you see a lot of halflings walking around and kind of looking at the cart with interesting collection of people, but also the proprietor of the meadery tied up in the back of the cart. And people are like, okay. I'm just kind of eyeing you all very suspiciously.
We should probably check in with the local authorities to make sure we're not reported for this.
Yeah.
There's a sheriff in town or something.
In the meantime, we should gag.
They are gagged.
Okay. I thought you just said that they were tied up.
Well,
okay,
they were
good.
gagged last session too.
Okay.
I was going to ask where we fell on that last session.
Yes, good to gag them so that they don't say, hey, we've been kidnapped, and that would make things complicated.
Yeah, I think Van has a good idea of maybe going to a sheriff as to not sort of step on any sort of official toes. You know?
Perhaps we could also get a writ of some kind, or some kind of written, signed permit or something, so that any towns we pass through, we can have some sort of legitimacy when we pass through, so they don't just think twice. We don't have to explain the situation every time.
This is a good idea.
We'll just have to find whatever local law enforcement there is. There's a sheriff, a bailiff, a mayor, even.
You were there. Where's the sheriff?
And he's just gonna point to one of the halflings. It's just
There
kind of
isn't
like
a sheriff. We don't really have people here trained in combat. Just some of us do patrols around the settlement. Why?
Who organizes the patrols?
Gestures to the guy in the back of the cart at Morgo.
Oh, so you were in charge of law enforcement at this
Oh
town.
boy.
Yep,
I see.
he is.
Is there a mayor, alderman,
Uh,
something like that?
we don't have any elected officials here, but you can go to the Lavender Hall. There might be some people there working currently.
We'll probably want to tell someone that their organizer of law enforcement is currently being arrested for murder, or at least manslaughter.
Oh, is this have to do with the incident at the Capitol?
News travels fast, apparently.
Well,
News
it
travels
happened a few days ago, so yeah.
But isn't it a week travel from the capital to here?
There's messenger
Birds.
birds.
Oh, there's messenger bird. That's right. That's right.
And also, there are people who use, magics to make the messages happen faster. So maybe there's some sort of
that's just like I know.
some sort of like news organization that travels the news very fast. Person from town crier to town crier.
Possibly, yes.
Uh,
Fenn's like, there's no way that these little podunk villages get teleport used to give them news.
No.
I'm just imagining like a wizard telegraph service that's just like instead of there being wires, there's just a phone pole every 120 feet, and you've got like those starting out wizards that are just like passing the message along through the message cantrip.
Sending would probably be easier.
That's all. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways,
Anyway.
the halfling's like, I can let everyone know at the Lavender Hall that this is going on.
That would be appreciated. Is there some sort of collective or any sort of official something? I know you don't have elected officials. A council, something,
Nope.
some sort of representative. No one. It's completely communal.
All of the residents gather to discuss political decisions and laws and everything.
Ever fancy making mead?
No.
Well, the position might be opening up.
Well, we'll see. There's still people that we'll probably discuss that amongst ourselves.
All right. Well, if you'll let everyone know, I suppose that would be helpful.
Actually, I can go to the Lavender Hall and send a messenger bird to the. Where are you taking the capital?
Yes, the capital.
I can send a messenger bird to the other settlements on the road.
Oh, that would be perfect. Thank you.
Can I get your names?
Oh,
And like, if you have like an organization name, or if you all have like, if you're like all part of like an organization that I could send this, like get official documentation sent to and sorted through.
Right now we're investigating the poisoning, so
That I understand. I just need to know your name so I can send it to the nearby settlement so you don't get apprehended for having people tied up in your cart.
so maybe we should just be the poison investigators for now.
But I think he means personal names. My name is Ven Khihalis.
I mean, if you want to have an organization name tied to yourselves, that's fine with me. But okay.
Well, technically, I could claim some sort of affiliation with the academy, but I don't. But not everyone could. So
Okay.
I am called Quoin.
Coin. Okay. How do you spell that?
That is spelled
It's not spelled like the currency, is it?
no. It's
Okay.
spelled with a Q.
Q.
who is it?
Then U.
Okay.
That followed closely by an O.
I think I can spell the rest.
You got the rest? Oh, good.
Then you said your name is Ven Khihalis.
Yes, Khihalis.
Okay. I'm Kenna. Okay, Kenna Peshan. Okay.
Dax.
Dax, do you have a last name, Dax?
Yes.
What is it?
You may just use Dax.
Well, I need to use the full name for documentation. Which means I need your full name too, Quoin.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. It's hearting.
Okay.
It's Dax Dratalanai.
Sure. Looks like Druk.
J.
Drug.
Do you have a last name?
No.
Druk N.A. Non-applicable. Any
Chuck just gives him a look. That's all.
and no name, no establishment name for contract purposes, payment, that sort of thing.
Well, they hired us all at the capital, so I'm sure they
All right.
know who we are.
I will make copies of this and send them to all the settlements on the way to the capital, Giant's Cradle, Belgrove.
If you must, you could probably refer to us as the investigators, considering that's what we're doing.
Okay. Well, be careful when you get to the wilderness.
Does anyone else think we should go to the Lavender Hall personally, or maybe?
That's where I'm going. You don't need to.
No, we don't need to. Just
Nope. That's why I wrote all this down.
sure. No, I understand why you wrote it down, but we also are those people. So anyone you're communicating with, you can be like, look at their faces. They have very distinct features. They're all individual people.
I wrote down what you all are.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. Okay. It's then, all right. We are certainly trusting strangers. Let us do that. Yes. Yippee.
I mean, you can still come to the Lavender Hall if you want. I'm just saying you don't have to. It's all.
Oh, no argument from me. Just wondering. Just want to get us, see new places. Here we are in the other side of a Grand Lake we've never been to, and at least I've never been to. And now there's a Lavender Hall. So much to learn, to see.
Quoin.
This is my first time out of the city.
Much obliged, but we do have a murderer in our cart, and I don't believe it would be proper to sightsee while we have that on our person.
Yes, the sightseeing was incidental, but the official wanting to see what I feel like I am perhaps zigging what everyone else wants to zag, so I will go with what you guys said.
Not missing much. We should go.
Oh, well. Okay. I hope they're the one who did it.
Oh yes, caught red-handed.
Oh.
Oh, and we also got a confession.
Oh, well, that's good then. Not really, but be careful in the wilderness. Best of luck. Be lucky you can hinder yourselves.
Hopefully.
All right.
And if not, we can always run.
That's true.
With the yep.
While he's leaving, I turned to everybody else and say, actually, perhaps before we go, we should stock up on provisions. I don't know. This is going to be a longer trip, and I don't
All
know
we
how
have
much
is an
food-
inn.
What I have is an inn.
So perhaps this is a forage sort of trip?
Well, we can do our best.
Wouldn't be the first, would not be the last.
We will do our best and leave the rest for Bahamut.
Bahamut swoops down, so that's good. All right.
What? What do you say?
Could you imagine? Yeah, so as you're going through the settlement, yeah, there's not much here. It's a very small population here in Canlaith. The only real places of commerce, as you can tell as you're moving through, is the meadery and an inn called the Full-Bellied Dragon that also is attached to the vineyard. And as you're proceeding through the settlement, you can see small shrines that dot the two roads. There are only two roads in the settlement, two very small roads. Where there are small just shrines to the Pantheon where little trinkets have been left. And the sign, you can see a sign that says, just again, the center of town, says Vestalt to the west and Giant's Cradle to the south. And you would know you need to go south. Okay. So you start rolling down south, and you start, after about 10 minutes, you start to enter this massive forest that kind of borders all of and fills the entirety of the Crown Lands. You all know this is like this forest is the main source of lumber for the Empire, for the Geraldan Empire, and every time they cut down a tree, they replant one. That's the law. So if anyone harvests a tree, they have to plant a tree by law, or they can get in trouble. And this is a very popular place for hunters to hunt for wild game, but there are things that roam here that you need to take caution when traversing. So, we never got to do this in Beneath the Tide, so I'm real excited. I need somebody to roll me a d4.
Sure.
I'm getting Rime of the Frostmaiden vibes.
1? Okay. I need somebody else to roll me a d8.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
6.
6. Okay. Either Sam or Caleb roll me a d6.
After you,
Got
sir.
you.
All right.
3.
3. So it starts to rain. So your first day of travel is going to be a little rainy. And Caleb, roll me a d20.
No. Glitter die.
Yes!
Thief.
5. Okay. Cool. Yep. So yeah, you're just currently going down the road in this massive forest. You can hear the sounds of birds because it's about 1 in the afternoon. You can hear birds.
Is the ox moving at walking speed or
It's
slower?
it's moving at walking speed.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I will scout ahead a bit and check the surrounding area.
Thank you, Druck.
Okay.
How many of us are in the wagon versus walking?
I assume everyone's on the wagon aside from Druck, who's now scouting ahead.
Okay. I'm going to spend 10 minutes of once it starts raining, or like once the signs of rain begin, I'll spend 10 minutes casting Unseen Servant.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to like kind of tuck one side of my cloak against the side of the wagon and have my Unseen Servant just take the two ends and just like make a canopy over the back of the wagon.
Okay.
Just like hold it up.
Okay.
We can kind of just like keep our heads dry.
Alrighty. And this is a heavy rainfall. So, Druck, you're trying to scout ahead?
Yeah.
How far ahead?
60 feet.
Okay. Scouting.
That's where my body would be.
Yep. Scouting would be survival, so give me a survival check.
Okay.
Are you like looking for tracks? How are you doing this? Because based on what you're doing, it's going to be disadvantaged. It
I'm-
might be disadvantaged because of the rain.
Okay. Well, I'm looking for tracks of maybe animals that I would recognize or not recognize. I'm also keeping an eye out for tracks of anything that might be food. I'm also just straight up looking for animals that couldn't be used for food or looking for animals that might be dangerous.
Okay, survival check.
That was an 18.
Just this close to the settlement, not many.
Okay.
But you can see like there's like birds flying around.
He's
but-
just going to keep at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
Anybody-
it warm rain or is it like cold, like a cold fall day.
It's autumn, so it's like a cool rain. Yeah.
Okay.
It's Thalden, the 22nd of Coldwen. So Thalden is the day, and 22nd of Coldwen. Because I made a calendar.
I've got it open right here.
And I posted it in the group chat yesterday, 2 days ago. But yeah, it is. Yeah, autumn. It's a cool autumn rain. So the smell of like all the trees are like reds and blues and yellows, and it's like you can smell like autumn in the air, like the trees. You can smell just like stuff. Whatever an autumn smell is, you can smell autumn.
Oh yeah. Pardon me then.
Yes.
I was noticing this is very useful, this book magic that you use. I was also I noticed yesterday you were speaking to the dead. Is that what it was you were doing in the basement?
You mean like an hour ago?
Oh, sorry. Yes. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it'd be
Still the same day, right?
It'd be about an hour ago. Yeah.
I apologize. Sometimes I feel as though a week has passed when there's only been 1 hour, and it's just
I get that feeling.
Yeah, it's very common. Very common.
But yes, well, despite whatever that person found themselves mixed up in, whatever mistakes led them there, they're still their body, and they still deserve the last rites and respect given to the dead.
Yes, very interesting. Yes, because there's a sort of similar belief for those who follow Bahamut that there are no, severely bad people, but there are. But like generally, when someone dies, they're sort of put into like like they're washed, and the worse they were, the more scrubbing it would take for them to become, enfolded into the wings of Bahamut. So it takes a longer time for them to, become enfolded in his wings. But that's, I did not know that you also were. Do you have? And it's the first time I've ever asked anyone. Do you have someone that you follow the way I follow Bahamut?
Yes.
So I did not mean to pry. I was
No.
it's
perfectly. It's perfectly fine.
You talk too much. People don't like when you talk too much.
No, it's perfectly fine, really. Yes, I am a follower of Aasimar, the Dawn Father, or Lord of the Dawn Life.
Oh.
The cathedral, is it a cathedral in the Unundial City?
Yep.
Yes, the cathedral in Unundial City is, at least partially, is it fully dedicated to Aasimar, or is it just? Is it like?
Yeah, the temple. Yeah, the major temple is dedicated to Aasimar, but there are other temples to the Prime Pantheon in Unundial City.
Okay. Yes, one of the large temples in Unundial City is dedicated to him.
Oof. He must be the god must be very enormous to have such a big monument to him. I mean, Bahamut is almost unfathomable in size, and our temple was very modest. So this god you talk of must be colossal.
I don't know much about size, but where you said you had a temple?
Yes, it was. It's a very modest, but we every. I'd say at least once a month we'd have one person drop in. Once a month, at least one person who we would offer bread to. at least once a month. So if you're pretty hopping, pretty good, pretty. Lots of. It's hard to measure by how many people show up because a lot of people with Bahamut. It's a personal relationship that you have with Bahamut that you celebrate more than you don't have to. It's not you don't have to celebrate out loud about Bahamut. I feel like I'm talking too much again. Just kind of.
No, it's very. I'm glad to listen. It sounds like a lovely place. I would happily take a modest temple that happily helps one person a month than a grand cathedral that is a little more stingy with their charity.
Are you sure you're not you don't celebrate or worship Bahamut? You seem entirely too kind and interested in balance to be, it seems like there's a lot of crossover, a lot of maybe the idea being that people just seeking good are just in general good and they don't need to assign themselves to. It kind of has like a
just see the existential crisis just hit him in the side of the head.
Just goes back to looking at the inside of his shield, at the inscription on the inside of his shield.
Okay. Dax, what are you doing for like the first hour or so?
Dax has been enjoying this conversation, even though she doesn't look like she is. She's just listening to Quoin and Ven go back and forth about temples and gods and everything, and it's just kind of like, because hearing Quoin go on about all of his stuff, she is just, you see her crack like the smallest of like smirks during that. And if you were to look at her when Ven was talking about Armathnin, you would see her like perk up more and like listen more so into the conversation.
Okay.
And from that, she's honestly just like in keeping an eye on.
Okay. You're all getting a little wet because it's raining, and it's a nice little downpour. And when the evening rolls around, we'll say about 5 p.m. The sun starts to set. It's dark in the forest because there's a nice little canopy. There's a sizable canopy, so it's a little dark in here. You hear a squeak from the air, like a sizable kind of squeak. That sounds like a bat. Then you hear another one. And you all kind of see this big shape with like a 8-foot wingspan swoop down in the dark and scoop something up like a squirrel or something. And then as you start to proceed more, you can just feel things flying above the cart in the canopy, and you can make out what look like 4 giant bats kind of, and then one by one they start to, everyone roll initiative. Druck is 60 feet away scouting.
Oh, I thought, okay, all right, I thought you were saying we were about to make camp.
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
Still in the cart.
Cool.
Real quick, Justin, would we have had time for a short rest at any point?
Yes.
Leading up to?
Yep.
Okay.
Those of you who weren't scouting, because you were all sitting in the cart, so everybody but Druck can get a short rest.
Cool.
That includes the unconscious people who are now all awake, actually. So Morgo, his commoners, and the Myconid are all awake because they were stabilized, so they're awake now. Okay. So yeah, let's go. Ven, what'd you get for initiative?
21.
Nice. Dax.
9.
Okay. Kenna got a Kenna's initiative? 10. No, 4. Sorry, 3 plus 1, 4. Druck got a 12, 13?
12.
Quoin.
23.
Nice. Low Kobold, man. They're Dexy. All right. Quoin, you're up first. There are 4 giant bats swooping down. They're about 20 feet up currently. Just... They look like they're going for the restrained people in the back of the wagon, the easy prey.
I was going to ask if they saw them because of the cloak cover, if they had seen, because there was the canopy, the improvised canopy that we had with
the canopy wouldn't cover the whole back of the wagon.
Oh, they're in the back. Okay, great, perfect.
Yeah.
And also, why would we care about rain on a couple of seditious murderers? Alleged seditious murderers. Okay. Have we stopped the cart?
No. That'll happen on the ox's turn if it decides to stop. So the cart is still moving. So it'll move on the ox's turn. The entire cart moves.
Then I am gonna run to the back of the cart.
You're already in the back of the cart, so you don't have to spend any movement.
Just around, jumping in between all the where they're going to attack.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the Kobold feature, Grovel Cower Big.
Okay. Cool.
So just to let everyone on the team know, it's once per short rest as an action. I can cower, beg, or distract foes, or I can cower to distract foes until the end of the next turn. Allies gain advantage on attacks against enemies within 10 feet of you that you can see.
Yep.
So they are 20 feet up, but
Yes.
if any of them attack and stay there, everyone can light them up.
Yep.
And then I'm going to cast nothing. I'm going to that'll be my action, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. And since everyone is kind of sitting in the cart, not standing up, it is half movement to get up because you are technically prone because you're sitting. All right. Ven.
Oh dear. All right. I'm gonna. Are there sides of the cart at all?
Yeah, there's like the side, whatever they're called. Yeah, siding.
Yeah. So would like laying down against those provide any cover?
No.
Okay. All right, then I will stand up to not provide advantage, brace against the side, and then I'm gonna reach for the holy symbol, and then pray to the Dawn Father to smite these fell creatures from the sky. So Sacred Flame, Dex save for one of them.
Okay. Oh, I rolled a d12.
That's fine.
That is a 13.
That makes it.
Okay.
Just bright patch of sunlight that it just flies.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Anything else, Ven?
Nope.
Oh, it is heavy rain. I need to check something on ranged attacks for heavy rain because I think they're disadvantaged in heavy rain. Where would that be? Player's Handbook? No, DMG. 1 second. Weather. Wilderness? Yes, would be wilderness rules.
You guys ever see the Christian Slater movie Heavy Rain?
No.
Me.
Finally, something people haven't seen. Yes. I feel included.
Okay. Disadvantage on perception checks that rely on sight in heavy rain. Open flames get extinguished, which no one had. And disadvantage on perception checks that rely on hearing because of the rain. So that's it. No disadvantage on range attacks. Cool.
Hey.
Giant bat's going to swoop down for one of the prone people because, easy pickings. So it's going to swoop down and attack one of the commoners. It's just tied up. Oh wait, no. Because it doesn't. It's gonna attack Quoin.
Cool. Bring the pain.
Nope. And it's gonna stay there hovering. Another giant bat's gonna swoop for the ox. No, that'd be dumb. That'd be dumb. They wouldn't do that. This one's gonna swoop for the wizard who just tried doing Sacred Flame. It's gonna swoop for Ven. 18 to hit.
Oh, yes.
So it swoops down and just bites into you. You take 7 piercing damage. I rolled max. No, I didn't. I rolled really good though. That's that bat's turn. Druck.
Do I see and hear any of this since I'm in 60 feet away and in heavy rain?
You can see. You can't hear. And because there's no lights, you can't really. You can see. Yeah, you have dark vision, I think, don't you?
Yeah, I have dark vision for 60 feet.
Yeah, this isn't for
But like
perception.
60
Yeah,
feet
you can
and
see.
they're up and...
Yeah, you can see, but this isn't for perception checks or anything, so you don't have disadvantage on anything.
Okay.
Two bats are currently above the cart, attacking Quoin and Ven, and the other 2 are still up 20 feet in the air.
Okay.
You have advantage on the one that's attacking Quoin and the one that's attacking Ven because of Quoin's grovel cower bag.
Yeah, any of them that get within 10 feet of Quoin, correct?
Yeah, there's one attacking Quoin right now.
Okay.
And the other one within 10 feet as well. So
either
one.
And there's one that
so I'm
just
gonna
hurt
see
Ven,
that.
So.
I'm going to see what's going on there, and I'm going to hold an attack for if any of those start to attack the any of our prisoners.
Okay. Brings us to one of the prisoners. Anything else in your turn?
No.
Okay. Can bring us to one of the prisoners who's like, because they're all conscious now. He's gonna try to break free from his restraints and get the fuck out of here. Natural 20 for his check. Stands up. Leaps off the back of the cart. One of the bats is gonna take an attack of opportunity on him.
Since they're technically enemies, would I also get an attack of opportunity on
That's
them?
up to you if you want to.
If there is an attack,
The bat's going for lethal damage.
Yes. I was wondering if in an attack of opportunity, this is a lot. So let's go. Is there any way to grapple someone as an attack of opportunity?
No, because I think attacks of opportunity have to be attacks, not grapples.
Then I am going to try. Yeah, I'm just.
Sometimes grapples can be used
I'm
as
looking
a replacement for an attack.
Yes,
so
but I'm looking.
Yeah.
Because this could get tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to make it.
An opportunity attack does not give you the attack action, so you cannot use an opportunity. You cannot grapple as an opportunity attack.
Right. Thank you.
Nice.
I am going to do.
It specifically mentions taking the attack action, so yeah, he can't do a grapple on an attack of opportunity.
I am going to.
That's what it says.
Sorry,
that's
but
what the ruling says, so that's what I'm going to go by.
I know, but doesn't the ruling for grapple say that grapple is a type of attack?
This is what a bunch of
not
DMs are
attack
saying,
action.
so I'm just going to go off of that.
Okay.
Great. So thank you so much. I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to take that opportunity, and as I mentioned, non-lethal.
Okay, go for it. Oh, I'm going to do the bats first because the bat did say it was going first.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. That's absolutely fair.
Natural 1. So nope. He ducks the bat. Your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to roll this guy. Oh boy. I guess it's unarmed because I'm gonna try and kick and trip, not actually do full-on damage. So, okay, that is a flirty 20.
That hits.
Okay.
But since an opportunity attack is an attack, you have to roll damage.
Great. I believe it's
your unarmed strike, so it would be whatever that is for you.
Yeah, unarmed strike. It just says 2 damage and without even rolling.
Okay, so he's still conscious. So he's gonna jump off the back of the cart. Have him to stand up. He would have halflings. I think they get 25. Yeah, whatever. So he's just outside the back of the cart. Yes.
Cool. That triggers my attack.
What, the bat's opportunity attack?
The bat attacked went after
Right.
one
So
of the commoners.
make an attack roll with advantage because it's within 10 feet of Quoin.
Cool. That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
All right, so that'll be 8 plus 4, 12 damage total. 12 piercing damage with that crossbow bolt.
Okay, still up. So just it lets out like a squeak as the crossbow bolt slams into it. The little halfling, yeah, he's currently off the cart and getting ready to run. That's his turn. Bringing us to the Myconid.
That's right.
Who is going to use its pacifying spores towards. Well, there's a blanket over it, so I can't see. Never mind, doesn't do anything. Try to break free of its restraints. Nope. One of the other giant bats is going to swoop down at. I mean, they would have seen the crossbow bolt come flying. So. Bat's going to use 60 feet of flying speed and fly in the direction of the crossbow bolt.
These are fast.
And attack Druck. Dirty 20.
That hits.
For 6 piercing damage.
All right.
Dax.
Does it stay near me?
Yep.
Oh, right. It's full 60. Okay.
Dax.
Yay! Okay. The dude who just jumped off the cart is like 15 feet from me? 10?
Yeah.
Not even.
But it's going to be half movement for you to stand up because you're in the back of the cart.
And the cart is still moving.
Not yet. It'll move. Technically, yes, because it'll
Yeah.
move on the Ox's turn.
Okay, since I have... Okay, I could do two-weapon fighting. Question, if I do two-handed fighting,
Mm-hmm.
can I throw them?
No.
Like, I could throw one or just, like, and slash at the other one? Do I both have to throw them?
No. Two-weapon fighting is kind of tricky. I gotta pull up the rules for this again.
Thank you so much for your patience.
They have to be, because two-weapon fighting...
Has to be same person?
No, I'm trying to remember which one is. There has to be a light weapon.
They both
So
have
you
to be.
could throw-
I think they.
You could technically throw 2 daggers.
Two hand axes.
I think hand axes. Yeah, hand axes are smaller.
If they're
Really?
light weapons, then yes. If they're
Yeah.
not light weapons,
Yeah.
you can't. So if they're hand
That
axes, you can do it.
This... So I could do one at the dude who's trying to escape and one at the bat that Druck hit.
Yes. But throwing an axe at somebody isn't going to be... I would say that's lethal damage. There's no way to do that non-lethally.
A bonk.
No.
Flip it around to the back end if you. I don't know. Oh my god.
Two-weapon fighting. When you take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use a bonus action to attack with a different light melee weapon that you're holding in the other hand.
Oh, it has to be melee.
Yep. You don't...
Oh.
Yeah, so it cannot be arranged. You can't throw it then. You don't
Oh.
add your...
Well, I mean,
If oh, there we go.
it's a melee weapon, but you can
If
throw it.
either weapon, okay, if either weapon has a thrown property, you can throw the weapon instead of making a melee attack with it. You don't add your ability. Yeah, so the second attack, Brittany, is just you don't add your modifier to that one, like the damage modifier.
He's gonna run.
So what are you doing?
Piece of fucking garbage.
Also, technically, there'd be a bat within 5 feet of you, so you'd have disadvantage on your thrown stuff.
Dang.
I should probably not let that dude escape.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you wouldn't be able to throw an axe non-lethally.
Okay, Dax is gonna stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Go jump off by him.
Okay, one of the bats will get an attack of opportunity. The one that's attacking
That's fine.
Ven. 16 to hit.
Damn it, that hits.
Okay, so it bites into you and you take 8 piercing damage.
Okay. Dax is just gonna... She's just gonna look at it and just right in the nose.
Okay, make an unarmed strike.
How does a 30-20 sound?
It hits, and what's your damage for your unarmed strikes?
5.
All right, yeah, he's unconscious. I assume you're going non-lethally with an unarmed strike.
Yeah.
Okay, you punch him in the back of the head, and he just drops in the mud. All right.
Could I sling him over my shoulder, or would I have to wait?
You'd have to wait.
Okay.
That's
Um,
glorious.
Let it be an example
Bonus
to the
action
rest
rage?
of you.
yeah, I'm a bonus action rage.
Okay.
You should probably do that. We
Okay.
gonna do that.
Okay.
I like the idea of her raging. She just looks at all the other ones that might be thinking about escaping.
It's gonna bring us to the other column. Anything else, Dax? Action, bonus action, movement.
She's gonna make sure this dude, because the cart's going to be moving.
Yeah, it's
make
also difficult terrain to get into a moving cart because you're taking to climb up into it, so it's difficult terrain to get back into it.
They're just making sure that the dude on the ground who's unconscious doesn't get like decapitated by the wheel.
Oh no, he was like behind the cart.
Okay, but you okay?
Yeah.
Just,
Okay.
okay.
One of the other commoners is gonna try to break free because hey, it's a distraction. These bats. Nope. He's like, stop. Let me go. Brings us to another giant bat. Let's go try to attack the driver, Kenna. Yeah. 15 to hit, which hits for 4 piercing damage. Any reactions? Kenny got any reactions? Nope. Okay. Brings us to Kenna, who's gonna. Without things within melee of her, she is gonna.
If she still has the reins, or if they still have the reins,
Yeah.
could they
That's right, they.
could they use a driving maneuver?
No, man. What are the rules for driving maneuvers?
Or I mean, like, what I'm saying is just I meant in a broader sense, just simply.
It would be her action to keep steering.
All right, that's fair. Okay, yeah. No, I was curious because I'm not certain of what. I've also never been in a session without someone actively in combat. This is.
She's gonna defend herself because otherwise she's just gonna get picked apart by these bats.
Yeah, that makes sense that they would do that.
Yep. So they're gonna unarmed strike and punch the bat in the face because their unarmed strike does more damage than their light hammer does. Well, I mean, they have a better chance of hitting with their unarmed strike than what they do with their hammer. So unarmed strike, natural 20 on an unarmed strike. She just so 6 bludgeoning damage on the bat.
Hell yeah!
I could have done the hammer.
Fucking get it,
Whatever.
Kenna.
Okay. So they do that, and then as a bonus action, Kenna is going to cast. Oh wait, yes. Hold on. Ven's looking bad, right? Sort of.
Kinda.
All right. Kenna's gonna cast Healing Word as a bonus action on Ven.
Thank you.
Okay, so that is 1d4 plus 3. 4 healing.
I'll take it. That's almost that brings me back about 3 from full.
Man. The Ox's turn. I mean, the Ox is going to defend itself. The Ox is going to swing back with its head and try to gore one of the bats. Yeah. 17 plus 6 for the gore. So that does 8 piercing damage.
What?
To that bat. If it was able to charge, it would do way more. And it's going to use its movement speed of 30 feet to keep going down the road. So Dax is standing behind the cart 30 feet back. And the cart is just moving down the road 30 feet. So the cart gets 30 feet closer to Druck with everyone on it. Bringing us to Morgo, who's also going to try to break free from his restraints. With a 16 plus nothing. Yep. Stands up.
How weak is rope?
I mean, it's not hard of a DC to break out of restraints, I don't think.
Is it not? Huh.
No.
We should have gotten stronger rope.
So he's going to leap out the back, half movement, and he's going to start running. So bats can take an opportunity attack. One of the bats that's still... Actually, no. All the bats are engaged, so never mind. This is round 1. Quoin.
Logistic question.
Yep.
If we moved 30 feet, do the bats kind of travel with us?
They do not.
Okay, so now...
And it's forced movement, so the bats don't get attacks of opportunity on anybody.
Okay. We got... Okay, so there are no bats...
Nope.
Within 10 feet of Quoin
Nope.
this time.
They're all about 30 feet away now.
All right, cool. They're absolutely 30 feet.
And
Because
they can easily keep up because they got a flying speed of 60 feet. Yeah.
Well, there's the one with Druck, and then
Yeah, the one that's 30 feet ahead of you with Druck.
and then there's 330, roughly around 30.
Yep, 330 feet back. Yep.
And as well as
Dax and the guy she's got over her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I guess then how much movement is it to sort of slide off the cart?
Just normal movement. You're not climbing up is difficult terrain. Jumping down is just no move. It's normal movement.
Then I'm going to Morgo.
Yep, he is currently he just jumped off the back of the cart.
He's about 15 away because he did have
15.
to get up.
Yep.
Cool. I am going to run him down.
Okay. So you leap off and you chase after him?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
He's
the one he's the most important one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody else is who cares?
You have yet to face the true justice of Bahamut.
Fuck you.
I'm gonna tackle him.
Okay. Okay. Contested athletics then, because it's a grapple, I assume.
Yeah. I'm. Is there a way to charge tackle someone? I know that's.
I mean, it's no. It's not.
Okay.
It's not really a mechanic for it. It'd be.
Cool.
You could use that as your unarmed strike, or if you want to knock him to the ground and grab him, that'd be a grapple. But technically, to knock somebody down, you have to. If you want to grapple them, you have to do 2 attacks. So.
I don't have 2 attacks yet. So I am going to. I'm gonna run up and attempt to grapple.
Okay. You use athletics. He uses acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
Right? Is that right, Sam? The grappler always uses athletics. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
He's got 0 for both. Ha! 16.
Ooh, I'm gonna roll this one in front of you.
Okay.
The dice tell a story. Here we go. Oh, there it is. 16.
The defender wins the contest. That's how it works.
No.
Yeah. So he's like, ah!
Why are you so wet? How did you get so impossibly wet?
It's
Let
raining.
me actually double check if defenders win the contest.
Are you secreting some sort of slime? What is? How do you?
Yeah, because that would mean like it's a battle of like either similar
Morgo.
to like how a saving throw works or how an attack works. Because if it's how an attack works, it could be tie goes to the attacker. But if it's how a saving throw works, then tie would go to the defender.
Thank you so much for your patience, Justin. We're putting you through the paces on
It's
mechanics. This
crazy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
has brought up. It's like all our new stuff that we're talking about with the dual fighting, having a new feature, trying new weird stuff anyway.
Oh, yeah. Early game forces you to do that because it's like, well, I don't have very many class features, so I'm just gonna figure out what I can do. Can I just tackle him?
I played a non in combat character for however long, so this is new for me.
I feel like we would have
if the contest
definitely
results in a tie, the situation remains the same as it was before the contest, right from the player's handbook, page 174.
Perfect. He just so then
nothing happens.
We just look at each other.
I knew it. Okay. Cool. Anything else?
Okay.
He's like slapping hands.
Yeah. Just. That's adorable. That's amazing.
Because they're both kind of small. Oh, it's fun.
We're just roughly the same size.
No, Quoin would be a little smaller than a halfling.
Oh yeah,
Really?
that's true. Well,
I think Quoin said he was like 2 feet tall.
2'9".
Yeah.
2'9". Knocking on 2'9".
And
Two.
halflings are about 3'4".
Oh. Why are you so
But anything else?
problem?
Man, Dax has 3 bats around her. Nice. Anyways, yeah. Anything?
No, that's all I've got. So I'm 15 feet from.
You'd be 15 feet away from the bats. And the cart.
Wait a second. If he's within 10 feet of me and it's not the end of my next turn yet, do I get an advantage on an attack because I'm using the cower feat?
I think it specifically states other creatures,
Thank you.
not yourself. Yeah.
Perfect. Yes, no, that is accurate. Thank you. Still learning.
All right.
I appreciate your patience.
Ven. 3 bats, 30 feet back, swarming Dax. Quoin 15 feet off the back of the cart, slap fighting with Morgo. And then a bat attacking Druk 30 feet in front of the cart.
Oh, how did things get like this already? Ven is going. What?
Encounter tables.
I know. Ven is going to. I have a dumb idea that. Oh wait, actually. How far away did you say that the Dax was?
30 feet.
Okay. Ven's gonna get up to the back of the wagon then, because it seems like probably the best course of action.
Yep.
Gonna get up to the back of the wagon, holding the holy symbol, close his eyes, bow his head, gonna make a short little prayer to the Lord of the Dawn Life himself. Please guide and protect us through this endeavor and see us through this harm. And I'm gonna cast Bless on Quoin, Druk, and Dax.
Okay.
Oh wait, Druk's not within range. Is he?
Druk's
I'm
30
within
feet. Druk's
30.
30 feet in front of the cart.
Oh, okay, so then I can reach 30
Yep.
because it's a range of 30 feet,
Yep.
so I can hit all 3 of them. Yeah.
Yep. So Druk, Dax,
So
and Quoin.
Bless plus a D4 to all attack rolls or saving throws.
Yep.
The next minute
Yep.
until I lose concentration.
Yep.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. One of the bats that's now hovering near Dax is going to attack Dax.
Wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Yes. 18. Or sorry. Yeah, 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So 4 plus 2, 6 piercing damage, reduced to half to 3 because you're raging.
Okay.
All right. One of the other bats that's with you, right? Yes. Is also going to attack you. For 23 to hit, 19 plus 4.
That hits.
For 6 piercing damage, reduced to half to 3. So 3 and 3. How you looking?
Just look better.
That'll bring us to Druk. There's a bat right in front of you. Just
Cool. Bonus action disengage.
okay.
And I'm gonna. The people at the cart.
Yeah.
There are bats engaged with other people, correct?
Not on the cart, no, because the cart moved away from the bats. Only Dax is engaged with 3 bats.
Okay, cool. I'm going to try to see which one of those bats is the weakest looking one.
Okay, yeah, one of them.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take a shot at it.
Okay. You don't get advantage on this one.
Correct. 16 to hit.
16 hits.
All right,
Just
and that's
you guys are seeing, like, as you're moving through the cart, there's like crossbow bolts sailing over the cart. Just
right. So I did a bonus action disengaged,
yes.
and then moved my 30
Yes.
feet towards the cart.
Okay.
Well, I guess not exactly towards the cart because I don't want to
you'd be in the way.
get run over by it on the next turn. So we'll say 10 feet away from the cart.
Okay.
So I move 20 feet, and then I fire. Got a 16. I do get sneak attack because it's engaged, so that's a total of 7 plus 4.
11.
That's 11 piercing
It
damage.
just drops to the ground, dead. And the cart.
Nice shot.
The cart will have to move around Druck on its turn. Okay. You said you
I
moved
meant
you
to
said
say
you moved
that-
within 10 feet of it.
Yeah, but not directly in front of it.
Okay.
That was exactly the reason why I stopped short.
Okay,
was 'cause I
anything
didn't
else on
want
your
to be
turn?
in front of it. Okay. No.
Okay. That guy's
I used everything.
unconscious. He'll wake up in 4 hours. The one that's on Dax's shoulders. Again, the Myconid. Yeah, it can't do any of its abilities because it can't see because it's got a big blanket over top of it. So it's because of the sun sickness. Nope, still restrained. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So one of the bats isn't engaged with anybody because it's So this bat is going to attack Dax because this is one of the ones that's above Dax. 14 to hit.
Oh, it doesn't hit.
Okay, so it's your turn. So you got 3 bats.
Hits it with the mind flare.
you got 3 bats just kind of flying over top of you.
And
Or sorry, 2 bats.
2. And Quoin is currently engaged with
Morgo.
Morgo, and Morgo's gonna run this way,
Trying to.
trying to. How far is Morgo from Dax?
15 feet. These 2 bats would get attack opportunity if you move.
Yeah. Dax is just gonna keeping that little halfling on her shoulder. She pulls out her great axe,
Okay. There we go.
has it around, and just baseball move to the one that's closest to her head.
Okay. And don't forget to add your rage bonus to the damage. 11 misses though.
But
Add
I
that
have
D4?
blessed
Yes, you do.
still
So roll d4.
up. I rolled a 4. Thank you, Goblin
So
Dice.
15. That hits. That hits. So roll damage and add your rage bonus.
Sorry, my internet just cut out. What did you just say?
It hits. So roll damage
It
plus
hits.
and then add your rage bonus to the damage.
Oh my god! Our Mathlin, you come in handy once again. Fuck you. 10 damage.
Okay. Your rage bonus is +2?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
She's just standing there with her great axe, this unconscious halfling on her shoulder, and she's just glaring towards Margot.
Okay. That's going to bring us to the one who's still restrained on the cart. He's going to try to break his restraints again. Nope. He's like, "Dude, just let me go. I'll give you money." Oh, he's never mind. He's gagged.
Stay put.
That's going to bring us to the 4th. Hold on. I'm missing one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I fucking messed up my bat turn order. We'll say this is the one that Druck disengaged from. It's really weak, though. That's fine. It's going to fly towards Druck and attack Druck. Nope, 14 to hit. I don't think that hits.
Nope.
All right, Kenna.
Druck's just like,
Stupid.
Kenna. What are they going to do? Produce flame. And toss it at the bat that's attacking Druck. What's the range on that, actually? Good question.
30.
Yep. Oh, gross.
Oh, no.
23 to hit. 18 plus 5. For 3 fire damage. Just almost did it. Sorry, Kate, I'm using all your spell slots, but this is the first day. You'll have many more. Bonus action healing. Oh, never mind. Yes, bonus action because I can, because it was a cantrip. Bonus action healing word on who looks the worst? Dax. Oh wait, 60 feet. Yep. It'll be out of range next turn though. So she's gonna cast healing. They're gonna cast healing word on Dax. So Dax, you heal by 5. Gonna bring us to the Ox, who's gonna use his full movement, 30 feet, to continue down the road. Bringing us to Morgo, who's gonna punch Quoin. No. Action disengage. And then run 30 feet into the woods. Off the road. 30 feet off the road and get to just the edge of the woods. Preparing to go in. Quoin.
Like the... You will not escape the gaze of the sharp eyes of Bahamut.
Dragon breath. Okay.
Pumping my little dragon arms as hard as I can.
Yeah, you get off the road with him. He's like preparing to run into the woods, which for someone like him at this time of night, probably a bad idea. But yeah.
We're trying to catch him for his own good, honestly.
Truly. Why won't you stay?
I don't want to be in jail.
Okay, well, I will have to put you down. I really do want to like just kick the back of his knee or something, just to like really.
You could do that as a shove action because that's an action you can use to. Also, you can use that as a shove action to try to knock him prone if you want.
The thing, so I've used my movement action and then another action. I want to make sure I can.
Oh, he's next to you. You don't have to
Yeah,
use your
you're right up-
action
you're right
to
up
do
next to
anything.
He moved 30 feet, and you have 30 feet of movement too, so you can catch up to him.
Okay, interesting. Ooh, that's interesting.
You see how easy I push you down?
So, no, I'm gonna try grappling him again, and I'm gonna use the bless this time.
Okay, so he is plus 0 to that. 17.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna roll it on the table, like I did last time. The dice tell a story.
With a D4.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
So I've got a 12. I don't think I can beat
You
it.
got a
even
17.
Oh.
Yeah, even with the D4.
Yeah, highest you get is a 16. So yeah, so you go to trip him or grapple him, and he's like, no.
You will not escape the justice jaws of Bahamut. I need to work on my catchphrases. God, you know, if we're gonna be bounty hunting anymore, I need to get a friggin' bolo. Is what I need to get.
Anything
That
else?
sounds
That's your
awesome.
action.
I think that's my action. And I think that's all that I can do currently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then.
Oh dear. All right. I am going to.
Oh, Morgo.
I'm going to Sacred Flame the bat that's been hit the most.
Which would be the one that's attacking Druck. What's
Yep.
the range on Sacred Flame?
60 feet.
30 feet, so Druck is only 20 feet away. Cool.
So it's range of 60 feet. So
Right,
that.
so dex save?
Yeah.
6. Oh, wait, hold on.
Hey,
6
that's it.
plus 3, 9.
Okay, it still fails.
Ah. Imagine having a spell DC of 9.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, Justin,
Yeah,
you've had
I had that
yeah.
before.
7 points of radiant
It
damage.
just engulfs in holy fire and drops to the ground in like a smoldering.
Thank you.
Druck just looks over at Ven and just like, book magic.
So there are only 2 bats left.
Mhm.
And they're both attacking Dax.
It's fine.
Anything else, Ven?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. All right. That brings us to one of the bats that's attacking Dax. Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's going to go for the person on her shoulders and just try to fly away with them. So, it's going to make a grapple on the unconscious halfling.
Interesting.
Which I would say would automatically succeed. Right? He's unconscious. You can't fight off
Oh yeah, if it's unconscious, then
But
no.
if it's trying
But
to
Dex-
fly off with it, would I just
Yeah.
get an opportunity
Yeah.
attack?
Yeah.
Grapple.
Kid,
So it's going to grapple him. So it's going to pick him up in his big bat feet. And then
What does it have to out? Does it have to out grapple Dax? Because they're hanging on to it.
She says
hanging
you
on
just
to the
vault him
guy.
over the
Oh.
shoulder.
Like
Oh,
a
okay.
contested.
Yeah,
Oh.
so
because
they're-
my great axe is
Yeah,
too.
it's two-handed.
Oh,
so
gotcha,
it's
gotcha,
like-
okay.
He's wearing this.
So
Ah,
he's gonna start
like-
flying
like-
away with he's gonna start flying away with this random commoner, this random halflings that really don't matter. But make it
He's-
go for it.
Dex is wearing a halfling scarf.
Enchanté.
Come on, I want the bat to get away so bad.
Forget the bless.
I want it to get away so bad.
18.
That hits. Roll damage and add your rage bonus.
Dang.
This is disgusting. 10 damage.
Oh, it's still alive! So it
Oh,
flies
fuck
60
you.
feet up. Yes, and away. 60 feet
Fuck
away.
you, D&D
With
Beyond.
the halfling, just
So it's 60 feet up.
yeah, with the halfling in its feet.
Still within reach of my one of my spells.
But then the halfling falls.
Yeah.
All right.
Only I had Featherfall.
So Kate's hopping in real quick. Druck, you can see a bat up 60 feet up in the air with one of the halflings.
Yeah, Druck will use that. He'll take note of that and use that as an intimidation tactic later for the remaining ones. And he's going to aim at the one that's left near Dax.
Yeah. I think I
20
actually,
feet to hit.
that hits. I think I accidentally declined Kate to join the call. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, there she is.
Nope.
So that is a total of 16 piercing damage to that one.
All right, that one is still up. Okay. Anything else?
Stop the cart.
He's going to shout.
All right. Hello, Kate. Trying to find your stream window. Hold on. Somewhere in here.
I'm getting my dice out because I just got back.
Okay. That'll bring us to the Myconid, who is under a blanket and restrained. So breaks free of restraints. It does have movement. The blanket falls off of it, but it used its action, so it's just a Myconid standing up in the back of the wagon. Nice,
How do all these things keep breaking out of the ropes?
because strength checks. All right.
Need to get chain.
What's this bat gonna do? This bat's gonna attack Dax. Because that's where they all are, yeah. Nope. 11 to hit. Nope.
Nope.
Dax.
Dax sees Margot running off into the forest, and she's like, fuck it. She's just gonna go run
Okay,
towards
bat
them.
gets an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nope, doesn't hit. So you run up to Morgo.
So, with 30 feet, I can get to him?
Yeah, within, I think 40 if you're...
No, because you haven't moved and you've been fighting the bats and the cart's been moving, so no. You'd get
So
about you'd get about halfway. You'd have to you'd have to dash. To get to him, you have to use movement and dash to get to him.
Dash.
Okay, so you dash up to him. All right. That brings us to the commoner who's restrained in the back of the cart, who's gonna try to break free. Nope.
Stop it.
These guys are rolling
Cannot
pretty good to
stay.
escape.
Yeah.
So you are currently steering the cart, but you are like attacking. Druck just shouted, "Stop the cart!" But you'd have to use your action to command the ox to stop the cart with an animal handling check.
Is there anything directly in front of the cart?
Road.
Just the road? Okay. No targets or creatures?
Nope. The only targets are decently back, about 60 feet,
Okay.
And our main quarry is running away into the forest.
but is currently engaged with Quoin and Dax.
Okay. So they seem to have him handled.
Maybe. And one halfling is 60 feet up in the air being carried off by a bat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the Myconid is also now standing up in the back of the cart.
That's
Okay.
pretty slippery.
Cool.
And I used all of your first level spells. But it's only the first day of travel, and thankfully Garrett rolled a 1.
You
so
used
it's only...
all 3?
I used 2, because one was
Okay.
already gone. But since Garrett rolled a 1, this is the only encounter for the day. So everyone can relax.
Okay, sick.
Relax.
Cool.
And it's heavy rainfall.
Yeah.
And it's the evening. Trying to catch up.
Huh. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna use my action to stop the cart.
Okay, give me an animal handling check, because the ox cannot understand you.
I don't even have my freaking tower up. Oh no. 7.
Okay. That's kind of dumb. All you do is an action.
Okay. Because I just gotta pull back on the
Yeah,
reins,
so
right?
That's all. It'll stop on its turn.
Okay. Cool.
That's your action.
I think that's all I can do. I'm just gonna shout back and say, "Hey, get things under control." I have no idea how this started, so it might be my fault. I'm sorry.
Okay. No. That'll bring us to the ox, who is just gonna stop and not do anything on its turn. Man.
I'm gonna pat the butt of the ox, be like, "Good boy."
Okay. Morgo's gonna use his action to disengage. And he's gonna run 30 feet into the woods deeper. Just back to top to Quoin.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm picking up right where I left off.
Okay, you get right behind him.
Justice of Bahamut. Although I am going to take your advice and use the shove action to get him prone this
Okay.
time.
So contested strength or athletics. But you would be athletics, he'd be so again, same as before.
Oh.
His would be strength, I think,
Yes.
if it's a
No.
shove.
Yeah, I'm not trying to grapple this time. I was going to take.
Nah,
the,
fuck it. Strength or athletics, I don't care. Defender always has to do with athletics though, so or wait.
No, it's defender is
Yeah,
athletics or
so
acrobatics.
sorry,
Attacker
that's
is
right.
athletics.
So yeah, Quoin athletics. This guy's doing
And
3.
Just to keep. Only 3. Oh, mine's
Yeah.
+3 anyway.
He's got
But
a
I-
+0.
Oh, natural 20.
You just run up. How do you want to knock this dickhead prone?
Oh, I'm running up, and I'm going to I'm gonna run up, and I'm gonna Ongbok elbows him.
Yes.
Ooh, no, I love that movie.
That's such a good movie. Oh man. All right. He just goes prone. Nice. Oh man, I had somebody knock me prone. We were playing like Manhunt, and I was running away, and the guy ran at me, jumped, and landed on the back of my ankles to knock me down.
Oh,
It hurt real bad. Anyways,
Yeah.
so that's your action.
Uh,
And he's.
the movement and then action.
Yep, that's full movement action.
I don't currently have a lot of action economy with my bonus action.
No.
Right now, so, actually, hold on. Let me see what I've got first. Get those. No. Yeah, no, that's all I've got right now. Okay, cool.
Alrighty. That brings us to Ven. There are one
all right.
bat
Ven's
is-
gonna do
one
something
bat-
real dumb.
Yeah, one bat was attacking Dax, and Dax ran away. And then there's the bat that's 60 feet up with the halfling.
How far would I need to move to be directly underneath that halfling?
How far did the cart move? How far? 60 feet. Because
Crap.
that's how far Dax was away. Yeah.
I was gonna try and get underneath him to save him, but I
Yeah.
can't.
Yep.
He's 60 feet up,
Yep.
and it was straight up, so it's like right over
Yeah.
just bare road at this point.
Yeah.
All right. I need to save this man, but I also can't right now.
That's 66 if he falls.
Oh yeah, I know. He's
he'll
dead.
be-
He's a commoner.
He's dead no matter what. Yeah.
He would certainly take 8 damage. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure. That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
I was hoping I could get underneath him
Nope.
so I could. I think if a person lands on another person, each person takes half.
Each person takes half the falling damage.
Yeah, so I was
So
hoping I
you
could
would
have
have
it.
you would have take half of 66.
I could probably survive that.
That'd be a funny way to die. Just
Trying to save a life, I would. You know what?
halfling.
Um,
halfling.
All right.
Missile.
Then I am going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna leap off the back of the wagon and just run to be directly underneath the bat. Just gonna dash.
So okay. Brings it to that bat's turn. It's just gonna fly another 60 feet over.
Okay.
Start going like not straight up now, but start going over the forest like it's going back to its den.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So that bat is just.
You run to get right under it, and then it just goes.
Its turn is right after.
I mean, I'm
Juke ya.
just chasing. Yeah, no, I'm just chasing it at this
So
point.
it's currently flying over the forest.
Yep.
Druck.
You said that there's still one engaged with Dax.
No, Dax ran away from it, so it's currently engaged with nobody.
Oh, okay.
But it's looking hurt. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna clean that up. I'm gonna try to.
Okay, make an attack.
Actually, I need. Well, maybe I don't. I'd like to go for sneak attack, but I don't think I can. I don't think there's a means for me to do that.
There's trees.
There's also a standing mic in the back of the cart.
Yeah, the cart's not moving. You could just hide behind the cart.
Okay, I'll go ahead and try to do that.
Okay, bonus
Feels
action
a little
stealth
dumb,
check.
but I'll do it. Okay. 19.
Okay.
And then I'll do an attack on this bat
Sure.
for an 18 to hit.
That hits. So
All right. And that's a total of 9 plus 2. That's 11 damage, piercing.
and that one's dead.
And then I'm going to use my movement to head in the direction of Quoin and the dude that was running away.
Okay.
And I probably can't see them
Nope.
because they're
They're in
that
the
far
forest.
away.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be tracking them since it's been raining most of the day. I imagine they're leaving some pretty big footprints, so I'm just going to follow those.
Okay. Brings us to the Myconid. It is going to attack the restrained commoner in the cart. Because Myconids aren't evil, and these guys have been treating this Myconid like shit, so it's going to beat the shit out of the guy still restrained in the cart with its fists. Just poof. And there's currently only Kenna in the cart. So, steering at the front. Boom! 19 plus 2, 21 to hit. So this little halfling takes 4 bludgeoning damage, rendering him unconscious. Let's just see how much he's going to take, though. And 2d4 poison for 3 poison, so that's, yeah, he's unconscious, making death saves. Cool! Dax, you are... Oh no, you're 30 feet away from him, but you just saw a Quoin knock the guy to the ground.
Dax is gonna get over there. Not running, but like she is like they are being intimidating AF at this moment. And when they get up to Margot,
Mhm.
just kind of looks down at him, just like, you should stick to making mead instead of running. And just gives him a good, swift kick to knock him unconscious.
Okay, make an attack roll with advantage.
Oh, thank God, that's with advantage. That is a 18 plus 6.
Oh yeah, that hits. And your unarmed strike plus your rage bonus would be like 7.
Yeah.
So he's unconscious. Just
Yo.
but stable.
But stable. He good.
Anything
Only
else?
minor brain damage.
Oof. That's your action.
Just looks to Coin, just like, you alright?
Alright. Anything else?
I slide tackled him for you.
Teamwork!
I'll give you some.
Puts a little fist down towards
Nice.
him.
Nice.
I'll give-
anything
I'll give
else? Anything else, Dax?
Nope, that's
Okay.
their turn.
Death saving throw for this. No. Never mind. He's unimportant. No death saves. He's dead. Cool. Kenna.
I mean, he's kind of important to us.
I mean, he's dead.
Yeah.
Already?
Less mouths to feed.
If someone hadn't used all my spell slots, we would have been fine. I'm kidding.
It was healing spells to make sure people didn't die.
All right.
The Myconid is standing up in the back of the cart, but it doesn't seem hostile towards you.
Okay. And are there any other of the halflings within 60 feet of me?
No. Just
Or
the,
even
Nope.
just the Myconid?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, there's the one it just beat to death.
Yeah.
And then you can see one in the distance in the sky, but that one's too far away,
Yeah.
and you can't see Morgo.
And I wouldn't be able to catch up to the folks who ran into the forest.
We're out of initiative order because the Myconid isn't hostile, so that's the end of initiative.
Oh,
Are we?
sick.
I'm still chasing that bat.
It's okay. Never mind.
All right. I think in that case, I'm gonna wild shape. I'm gonna. Okay. I'm gonna yell to Ven, "Hold on, I'm coming to you!" And I'm gonna wild shape into a riding horse and run over to him with my 50 feet of movement, so he can get on and we can chase him.
Okay, so the bat is flying over the woods, so it's going to be incredibly difficult to run through the woods as a
And
horse.
these things do have a 60-foot flying
they're
speed.
fast.
Oh, I only have
The
a
chances of you
50
catching
foot.
up to it are slim.
Oh, I'm not anticipating catching up to it, but the guy is over trees now for that fall.
It still takes the full falling damage.
Even if he catches himself on branches?
There was like a study. Trees don't really slow you down when you're falling.
A study.
Do they not?
Not really.
You just
hit-
take
you hit-
repeated
you
bludgeoning
hit
damage.
branches on the way down. Yeah.
He's
Them
not
are
a winter.
springy.
No.
Not all trees. Have you
Uh,
seen 100-year-old pine tree, Sam?
Are these 100-year-old pine trees?
They are pines.
I love
Okay.
this. I love it.
Nice soft pine boughs.
No. So you wild shape into a horse?
Is it worth it? I'm asking the group, is it worth it
It
for me
doesn't
to
look
wild
like
shape?
it looks like if you're gonna chase the bat, you'd have to go through the woods, and it'd be difficult to maneuver. And the canopy's really thick, so you wouldn't be able to see the bat in the canopy.
Wait. Then in that case, I'm gonna, not a horse, I'm gonna wild shape into a panther. Because panthers have dark vision? No, they don't.
No,
They have keen smell. And they have a +5 to survival and perception.
Okay, so your
That's
wild
something.
shape.
I think.
That's you'd still use your, because that's like a wisdom
It's-
stat. You'd be using yours still because it's wild shape.
Yeah.
So what are you doing?
Maybe even better.
I'm gonna wild shape into a panther
Okay.
so that Ben and I can try to pursue this bad creature.
Okay. Ox doesn't do anything. Morgo's unconscious. Quoin.
So has the panther ran by? What was the movement speed on the panther?
50 feet.
50 feet. And I'm 30. So 60. I don't think I can hop on.
Nope.
There's no way I can make it to you.
No, because you guys are about 60 feet into the woods. Because you chased
Into
after.
the
You
woods.
chased after.
Are they into the woods in front of it? Like, are we going to be headed? Or is the bat like directly over them now?
No, the bat was still like 60 feet behind them.
So they're 120 feet in the woods.
No, so we're about 30 feet into the woods, 60 feet away from the cart.
Oh, you're further back along the road.
50,
Got it. Okay.
So we're 60 feet away from the road
Yes.
and 30 feet behind the cart.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
Just trying to save
and
at
the
least
bats were
one life here.
And the bats were further away than that. Yeah.
Just trying to save at least one life here.
You have Morgo.
Yeah, he's the one that deserves it the least.
But yeah, Quoin, what are you doing on your turn?
Okay, sorry, thank you. I'm going to summon my strength and heft this lug up over and try and pick him up and drag him back to the cart.
You can drag him.
Yeah, I'll drag him back to the cart.
Because he's bigger than you, I'd say it's half movement to drag him.
Oof. We may have to tag team this one. I am not too proud to ask for help. So, yeah. Right, here we go. Oof! Did not expect your diet of pumpkins to make you so thick. Oh!
He's got that pumpkin ass.
There's a lot of fiber and proteins in pumpkins.
So, you can't talk your wild shapes. So anything... anything else, Quoin? Just
Let me be funny, Justin!
So that would be, the action would be the heft, and then the movement would be 15. Great. Yep. I got them, yeah.
Okay. Ven.
And I'm moving, mathematically speaking, if it's half movement 15, I am a third of the way to the cart because it was 45.
Yep.
So beeline.
Yep. Ven.
Guess I'm gonna movement and dash after the bat.
So you'd have to go into the woods.
Yeah.
And the canopy gives it like 3/4 cover.
Okay, so I'll spot where it is up ahead of me, and then just aim for that spot when I run in.
Okay.
Has to land sometime.
Okay.
So that's my turn. Move and dash after the bat.
The bat's also going to do the same. Movement and dash to go 120 feet.
Does it move at half speed at all for carrying a person?
No, it's a large creature and the halfling's small.
Ah, crap.
Druck.
Druck is going to look back towards the cart, see that the Myconid is unrestrained, but it's just kind of standing there. He's going to... How far away is he from the...
20 feet.
Okay, he's going to walk up to it.
Okay.
Look at the damage that he did to the other halfling.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of look up at it and be like, "Are you done?"
Doesn't say anything. Doesn't speak any languages.
That's fine. He's mostly kind of trying to give a body language kind of relaxed and trying to gauge whether he can attempt to communicate through those factors. Like, he's trying to see if this thing has a type of body language, or if it seems to be looking somewhere, or needs to
Insight check.
has any type of... Okay.
And I'd say that'd be your action.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not doing anything else. 11.
11, can't really tell.
Okay, that's fine. I'm still just going to observe and just be on guard, but also knowing that we need this entity as proof. So he's kind of making sure it doesn't run off as well.
All right. On the Myconid's turn, a 20-foot radius of spores extend from it, and they land on your like fur and stuff. And it would also be landing on the ox, but that doesn't really matter. Your intelligence is 2 or higher, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
He sneezes.
So you can now communicate telepathically with any creature within that radius that was affected by these spores, which is the ox and this guy. And they don't have languages, but it's speaking in your head, and you see images. It's like trying to tell you, like, you see like images of this thing was a halfling at some point, and they gave it these spores to test it out on this halfling to see how they worked, and then he turned into this Myconid, and then they chained him up and like were like beating him and stuff. So they didn't treat him too well, and he just wants to go home, like, but he doesn't remember his halfling life, so you just see images of like where he's being called to underground.
Okay. Do I get a chance to respond?
No, on your turn you can.
Okay.
That's his turn. The bat's so far away, I just want to end the initiative.
I'm saving this man.
I'm going to say for the sake of this, everybody's out of initiative except for Ven.
Okay.
So
Is Kenna helping?
Yeah, I wanted to wild shape so that Ven could ride me through the forest, so we could have a
what's the
chance
size
of getting
what's
through
the
range.
size of
Yeah,
a
I think-
panther?
I don't think you're big enough for me to ride.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
They're
A
medium.
panther
You wouldn't be able to.
is a medium.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to be a man as a panther.
Dang it.
That's fine. Go ahead. Go. Just I'll follow you.
Okay.
I mean, if it gets far enough away, I suppose we might switch to tracking.
It's 120.
Out of initiative.
It's 120 feet away.
Yeah, we might get to like tracking it out of initiative to see just where it lands.
Could
nearby.
I, at some point, get within 60 feet of this thing, bonus action drop wild shape, and shoot a produce flame at it? Or no,
No, we don't want to kill it. We don't want to kill it.
But I
It's too
can...
high up. It's like at 2 hit points or something.
Oh, so we're just following him?
That's all. That's the best
Okay.
I've got is trying to wait for it to land and then get it.
Okay.
What's the panther's movement
then-
speed? Because it's currently 120 feet away,
50.
so you can move 100 feet.
Yeah, and around.
With, movement and dash.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep chasing.
Okay, I gotta
Hopefully,
pull up my map.
through the
'cause You guys
trees.
are going to the. You guys would be going to the west. No. Yes, you guys would be. No, this would be to the
North?
east. No, you guys are going south. So the way you're running off into the woods, you'd be going to the east. So yeah, you're gonna be reaching a river soon.
Perfect. Just gotta get it when it's over the river and then I can drop it into the water.
20 miles to reach a river.
And we're
Oh,
not gonna
Lord.
be within range.
No.
Is this thing's
big
nest
wilderness.
within? Is this thing's nest within that area, or does it just keep going for 20 miles?
Bats don't have nests.
Or
They
den,
have-
whatever.
Ends.
You don't know.
Does it stop
You don't know.
before then? We keep. Does it stop at some point while we're following?
Doesn't seem like it. It's still going.
21 miles is like 8 hours of tracking.
Yes, yeah. At some point, it's gonna get out of. It's flying and it's gonna get out of line of sight.
So you're
We're gonna
Yeah.
have to give up.
your
but-
movement and dashing as a panther, and that's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we're only in initiative for Kenna and Ven, so because everything else is going to be a little confusing to do. Anybody else doing anything while this is happening?
Druck's talking with the mic and it.
Okay.
The Quoin is.
I assume Dax is helping Quoin drag Morgo back to the cart.
Dax could easily lift him by herself, but she is assisting Quoin to. If he's trying to like pull, Dax is trying to not make it look like she's helping, trying to get him, making him seem like he's pulling him.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Guess then I just throw the body of. All right, you take the legs and I'll take the arms.
All right.
Okay. Ven.
She like can hold both legs in one
I
hand.
mean, I'm just still chasing after his. Ben's gonna chase after this as long as he can until it is undeniable that he cannot save this person.
Okay.
Same.
Okay. So, okay. 60 feet then. Movement dash.
I think I stop after about a half hour because I can only wild shape for an hour.
Okay. I'm not going to do half an hour of rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume.
It'll take another 3 hours.
So Ven, movement dash. I assume.
Yeah, he's just chasing as long as he can.
Bat's doing the same. 120 feet.
How wide of an area do these things hunt in?
I mean, it's only been 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Could I actually stop and try to sniff out a possible bat
like a
cave?
trail of bat dung.
Yeah,
Give me a
I would.
give me a survival check.
I would like to sniff for guano.
Nice.
You don't expect to hear in D&D.
Why? It's an
Oh
8.
no! Oh
An
no!
8?
Uh,
Dang
The
it.
rain is kind of, because it's a downpour, so any poop smells would be kind of washed away.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find bat
Stupid
nesting
weather.
ranges.
And then multiply them by
Yeah.
like triple.
So normal bats is 25 to 50 hectares of woodland. So big bat would be 3 times that.
What is a hectare?
Yeah.
To acre?
So hectare. So what is a hectare?
I think it's like
A
6
metric
acres.
unit of square measure equal to 100 airs.
What is an air?
Is it
A
acres?
hectare is bigger than an acre.
Oh,
okay,
a hectare
okay.
is equal to 2.47 acres. So this is a large
Okay.
bat. I'd say it's got 3 times that size. So 50. So normal sized bats do 50 hectares, and each hectare is equal to 2 acres. So that's 100 acres that bats have. Normal bats, roughly.
Okay.
Then giant bats would be 3 times that. So
300,
300 acres.
roughly.
Okay, so that's a lot.
Yeah, so you guys
Yeah.
say he's probably
Yeah, he's
lost.
gone.
Lots of lost cause.
I just come trotting back to Ven in the forest.
So it would be 0.4 miles.
I think I stop after a mile because after that it's not worth it.
Wait.
Oh.
0.4 would be less than
Yeah,
half
like
a mile.
yeah, it's less than half a mile.
Either way, it does seem
Oh.
like it's a lost cause at this
Yeah.
point. It's starting to get dark. I'd say it's like
All right.
it's 7 p.m.
Let's head back. Let's head back.
Okay. So
Yeah. Turn around, start coming back.
everybody gets back to the cart. It's nightfall.
I'm trotting back as Black Panther.
Okay.
And then just sit down on the back of the, like climb into the back of the cart and just sit down.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's about
Dru-
6 p.m. It's about 6 p.m.
So while this is happening, Druck's going to be trying to communicate with this thing and impress upon it the importance that it testify to bring justice to the person that gave it this fate.
Okay. It responds with an image of this lasts for an hour. So while this is happening, they're like hunting for the bat. It shows you an image that it will help, but then you see an image of a sun wilting plants, meaning like I can't be in the sun.
And Druck will gesture towards the blanket, and tells it thank you, and tells it that if it needs help getting to where it needs to go, Druck will do so if he's available.
Okay. So the Mike sits down in the cart and just kind of pulls the blanket over it like a poncho.
Okay.
And yeah, about 6 o'clock rolls around and everyone's back at the cart. You guys can all see the Mike just sitting there on one of the bench seats because the benches are on the side and it's kind of sitting there. Blanket over it. Dead halfling in the back.
So we need to tie. We need to tie this very surprisingly heavy.
Oh no.
Oh, you got disconnected, Cabe. Oh, there you're back.
I'm just,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm back. I'm
Yes.
back now. Oh, sorry. I was. Heavy halfling. We need to. Is Ven still there?
Yeah,
Or is
everyone's
that-
back at the cart now.
We've been back by now, yeah.
We need to. Say some words over. Stop it, Siri. We need to say some words over the body to talk to the dead.
I suppose it wouldn't be prudent to bring them with us. When we make camp, I'll bury them, or the ones we can recover.
The Myconid is going to release a 20-foot radius of spores because it can do it as much as it wants
Yeah.
to everybody. And you all see images, the same images that showed Druck of these halflings knowingly feeding a halfling weird spores that you guys have in a chest. This this halfling turning into this myconid and then it being chained up and beaten, like tortured and stuff.
Yeah.
And you guys all see that images, and then it shows you images of it can't be in the sun, wilting, and then it shows that it'll help you with the investigation, but it wants to go home.
Yeah, and Druck will see that it's communicating that again. He's going to fill in any gaps that he contributed himself back to the creature, to everyone else in the group.
That's good to know.
This is interesting. So you got him.
Yeah, if we got Morgo, Dax and I, if he had the hookup, it was a, sort of a 1-2 punch of a, sort of a.
Nice.
A swift kick will bring down any man,
We might
woman,
need
child.
to wake him to get the name of this halfling for a tombstone. 2 tombstones. If can't get that out of one. We have to have family that'll know.
We can. I'll write a letter and, with their names and send it back to town so we can let everybody there know what happened. Just add more deaths to the responsibility of this man.
Oh shit, all of these halflings would have had 1 hit point when they stabilized.
Oh, so even lower health.
They're dead anyway.
Yeah, so the one who got attacked by the bat would be dead when he got attacked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
That's not depressing.
Fun and cheery stuff.
So what's happening?
Should we make camp?
Perhaps we should make our way a little further along the road to avoid any scavengers that'll come after the bat corpses.
Yes, good point.
And Druck's gonna go clean up what he can of the bat corpses.
Survival check.
Okay.
There'd be 3 bat corpses. 1 is roasted with a sacred flame.
Cool. Ooh. He's never had divinely cooked meat. 21.
Roll me 2d6.
2d6. Okay. 8.
You get 8 bat steaks.
Nice. All right. Excellent.
2 of which are already cooked.
Nice. Had small bat before. Not big enough for much flavor. This should be interesting.
He'll say as he's like cutting through that stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna pad over to Quoin and just like nod my head, see if he wants to get a ride. Since I think he's the only one that could ride a medium creature.
Yeah. How long does your wild shape last for?
1 hour.
It's getting real close to the end.
Just physically ask if he wanted to ride around a little bit. Just de-stress.
This panther is just kind of like in front of Quoin.
Tail flicking in the dirt.
There's a modesty that comes up. Is like, oh, am I allowed to have that much fun? Yeah, I gotta try it. I gotta try riding this panther. That's gonna be dope as shit.
As soon as Quoin climbs on and like feels like he's secure on my back, I'm just gonna sprint forward.
Okay. Quoin, make a dexterity check to hold on.
Oh
I want to make sure. I do have heavy armor on. So
And actually, make a dexterity saving throw, but because Bless would still be up, you can add a d4 to it.
That ends after like a minute.
Oh, is it a minute only? Okay. So just make
Yeah,
a dex check.
Bless is short.
Just make an acrobatics check then.
that is a 1 rolled, a total 5.
Okay. You fall off.
Just instantly eat shit.
Just you hear like the clanging of plate metal, just or whatever you're wearing. You hear the clanging of metal just in your helmet, like ding.
Chainmail. Boom. The scar opens fresh.
Yep.
no! Oh
Just
What? Oh, use. Remember the balance. Oh.
and the reason you fell off is because Kenna's wild shape just ended. She's in a sprint, and then it's just, and you both wipe out.
Oh.
Because that's
Man.
funny.
Hey, Clone, I'm sorry about that.
What? No. It's a bad rider who blames his steed for his own inability to properly.
It was multiple factors. You're fine. You don't have to excuse it.
No, who's making an excuse? I'm trying to, every day improve a little more, so maybe get better at my own, any sort of skills, Clench with the thighs, that's what they say,
Yeah, you sure were clenching.
Got to clench better. Then he starts just doing squats. It's like,
Okay.
All right.
And you guys wanted to go further on down the road before setting up camp?
Yeah.
Mhm,
Just
get away from the
ease-
corpses.
Just ease on down the road.
How many miles? Or how long, time-wise, do you think?
probably until, I don't know, like, is 10 o'clock too late?
Like until dark.
It's
It's
kind of about 6 p.m., so the sun is currently setting. And it's still pouring rain. Like, it's gross.
Yeah.
Like, the roads...
We don't have any tents, I don't think.
So, like, yes, I don't think anybody has tents. And when Quoin and Kenna, like, got knocked into the dirt from their little... They're just covered in mud.
Oh, bloody.
Possible for me to also like get any of the furs off of these bats for like some type of more custom apparel for the Myconid?
Your Serialtor was like a 21, right?
Yeah.
You can get some bat hide.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
But, yeah, like, how long do you guys want to travel for? You've only been traveling for about 5 hours.
So we could go three
we
more.
did 3 more,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think let's
Okay.
push for 3.
Cool.
As we're traveling, I'm gonna start gathering like sticks that are about 4 or 5 feet in length, if I can.
From the cart, or are you walking alongside the cart?
I'm walking alongside the cart, like alongside the ox,
Okay.
like to assist with any animal handling checks
So,
that might be needed. But I'm
who's-
also keeping an eye out for sticks.
Who's going to be controlling the reins then?
Would that be
Druck, okay. And what was were you going to ask Caleb?
I was gonna ask if I could make sure that Morgo is tied up. Could I also sit with like a foot on him if he's laying down in the back of the cart? I actually want to have physical contact with like a foot on top of him.
Okay.
And not in like a completely like oppressive sort of way, but it more is just like, oh, my foot is there, like kind of like when you see Tom Sawyer fishing and he has like a fish string tied and he's like got a leg crossed over his own, like kind of half sleeping.
Yeah.
That sort of vibe of like maybe my foot just next to him, so if I feel him moving, I can be like, okay, he's moving now. All right, what's happening?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, not because it's not like a oh fuck you. It's just next to him, like feel the vibrations of it while I'm just sitting in the cart.
Okay. And as you guys are traveling, as you get to the end of where you wanted to travel to, it's currently 9 p.m. There's a sign on the road that says Giant's Cradle, 26 miles in the direction you're going. So another full day's travel, and you'll get to the next settlement. But you can easily pull the cart off to the side of the road and set up camp. You can use you can choose if you guys however you guys want to set up camp. Do you want to use it at the back of the cart? Do you want to set it up in the woods? There's no way for the cart to get into the woods though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did I find any of those sticks that I was looking for?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to use those to make a makeshift tent.
With what?
Sticks, my bedroll.
I'm
just-
good for.
Like,
Yeah.
is your bed, I assume your bedroll is going inside the tent, not draped over top.
No, I'm gonna drape it unrolled flat across the top so that we can have at least some dry area. Cause I don't mind the weather.
You're making a big tent?
I'm gonna try to make it so that we can at least all like sit, if not lie
A
down.
bedroll weighs 7 pounds.
If I
I want to do like a triangle tent, triangular
Just
prism.
make a survival check.
yeah, if I need to, I will use my woodcarver's tools to help her.
Okay, do it with advantage.
And then guiding myself.
Yep.
Sick. All right. 12 plus. Oh, I don't know what that was. Plus 3, 15 plus 5 is a dirty 20.
Okay. You take about an hour to do this, but you're a druid, so you gather like some drier branches and foliage from the forest itself and use that to kind of help build the tent, like make a canopy that isn't just a bedroll. And you can make a tent that's big enough for everyone to sleep in, should they choose.
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Struck, for getting those higher branches that had more leaves.
Bringing us to 10 p.m.
No problem.
While they're doing that, Ven is gonna. As soon as we stop, Ven's gonna ask if anybody has a shovel.
The mic in it doesn't.
I'll check the cart to see if there was any, because I know sometimes they can have like the tools hanging from the side and stuff like that. I'll see if it has anything.
It does.
Okay, then Ven is gonna as soon as we pull over, Ven is gonna walk about like maybe 100 feet outside of where we're camping,
Okay.
and just start digging a grave for the dead halfling.
Okay.
So Quoin then is while they're making the tent, Quoin is going to look to Dax and say, could you possibly buddy up with me, for another for something else?
What is it, Quoin?
I want to wake him up. I want to.
At this point, he's actually waking up because I rolled a 3 for his stabilization, so he's waking up just as you're like talking about it.
So I actually am going to pour 5 points of lay on hands health into him.
Okay, so he's at his max at 4 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Then I guess I'm going to address it. Look at Dax, and then address Morgo directly. We don't want to kill you, and that's not a sled. We have no interest in killing you. We have an interest in justice. We will find you if you try to run away. We've seen your face. But we don't want to kill you. We're not here to do that. We're here to bring back the balance and the justice. You decided to poison the mead, and we, as a natural reaction to an action that you took. So either you can come with us and share some food and not die, or you can make it very hard the whole time, and we will all struggle, and you will still go to get justice. So it's up to you. You can do it either, there's a lot of pain and heartache, and frankly, more woods encounters that will, end with you being knocked out. I don't like it. I hate it. But that's just up to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, what, Morgo?
Oh, well, what? Yeah. Okay, what?
I won't run away anymore.
Okay. Okay. How do you like your bat steaks cooked? Do you like them cooked like medium well?
I've never eaten bat.
Neither have I. It's a new thing for me too. What were your guys' names? The two guys in the cart with you?
Carver and Dennis.
Okay.
What about the Myconid?
I don't know.
We should call him Mike.
We just... Yeah, I don't know what his name was.
You just picked him off the street? You kidnapped them?
He was homeless. So, yeah.
It's certainly going to turn in it's going to add to your list of crimes.
Which of, I can't remember. Out of all of you, who've been in the capital the longest?
Longest recently or longest total?
Just in
Probably-
general. Just in general.
Probably.
Maybe.
Like people who would know the laws the most. I mean.
Kenna was raised in this
Okay, so
capital city.
Kenna would know the most
Kenna.
then. Okay.
Quoin was also
Yeah,
raised.
so both of you would know the most then.
Hey,
so-
twinsies.
So, ownership of another intelligent humanoid creature, which would technically be the kidnapping, but not really. Kidnapping, incarcerated for a time based on the severity of the crime and or a fine of 1,000 gold pieces. Murder, 25 to 50 years incarceration or execution. So that's the charges he's looking at.
At about probably 100 years for the murders, but maybe they'll look more favorably because
They were nobles, so it would most likely be execution.
Well, maybe if you get a good lawyer, they can bring it down to manslaughter. I don't know. We could litigate this all day, but that's not what I do.
What settlement did you pick up your Myconid friend from?
The one we left from, Canlaith.
So you know he was from there, but you don't know his name or anything else, alright?
No, he was homeless.
I'm going to go make sure that Ven see if he needs any help.
And
I'll
that's
stay
where we're
with
gonna
Margo.
Okay. And that's where we're gonna take a break. So 5-10 minutes, everybody, and then we'll be back here to pick up your first official day on the road.
On the road again.
See you very soon. Hello, we're back. So, you have set up camp. You got a tent set up. It's pouring rain. You're about 25 miles out of the next... Yeah, about 26 miles out of the next settlement. Side of the road. It's 10 p.m. It's dark.
Have we been able to create a fire?
Not yet.
Okay. Druck will start doing that.
Okay.
I will
it
assist.
It is pouring rain, so it's going to be a little difficult.
I'll create a This probably isn't the first time I've had to make a fire in the rain, so I'll make a structured or like a lean.
So the place you're
type
from,
of thing.
it rains, but the rain doesn't get through the canopy all that much, so it doesn't really hinder anything there.
Yeah, I only bring it up because I have been traveling the roads a lot. So.
Yeah.
Survival. Give me a survival check.
Okay.
I'm gonna assist and cast guidance.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Survival, with advantage then, Justin, just to get the verification. Yep. Okay.
And then plus a d4.
All right. That's a total of 22.
Okay. Yeah, it takes about 20 minutes, but you can set that up.
Okay. Yeah, using the tinderbox and whatever little twigs and stuff we gather from the area, I'll go ahead and set that up.
The twigs would be a little wet from the gathering, but they still takes a bit for them to burn, but they eventually get there.
Yeah, I'll use in order to do that. I'll use a little bit of the oil from one of my oil flasks that I have.
Okay, so I'll say it's about.
I also try to dry things off with produce fire. Like try to steam the moisture off of the surface.
Okay. So yeah, it's about 10:30 p.m. Anybody else doing anything to set up camp? Anything particular?
Dax is just sitting, watching Margo, and with the mic in it, kind of just sitting, watching, like between the two of them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but while Druck's making all of this fire, he's like really working on like getting it going and stuff, and then just sees Kenna like make fire in her hand, and he just gives her this fucking look like, I'm drying them off. It's just like,
yeah, I'm drying it off so it's easier to light. I don't see a problem here.
It's not a small amount. It's like a handful of fire, just like a full softball.
My whole hand is encased in flames, and I'm just basically blow drying a stick in the rain.
So Druck just gives you this look and just says flat,
thanks.
Yeah, no problem, man. Here you go. Picks up another stick, starts drying it.
Well, it's better when it's dry. What?
Yeah, this work. If it works, why fix it?
Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Meanwhile, Druck is going to not use the fire that's right in front of him, but he's going to use his tinderbox, this flint, to get this thing going, and just looking at her the whole time.
Okay. Ven and Quoin doing anything?
Yeah, I wanted to go and talk to the Ven.
Ven is burying a halfling.
So I talked to Morgo and found out that the names of the people who were with him, their names were Carver, and I think the other one's name...
Dennis.
Oh, yes, Dennis. Yeah, I wanted to say Danny, but that was not exactly correct.
At this point, I probably got the halfling in the hole I've dug and have started to fill it back up. Do you know if this is Carver or Dennis?
No.
I didn't ask which one was which.
All right.
So What you
Oh.
know, if we put, if we say, maybe we put a monument to both of them. One we say, "Here lies one friend, another was made, one with a giant bat."
You can,
Both had room to grow. Both had opportunities for growth when it came to being model citizens. It's a lot of writing.
we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Thank you, though.
Of course. Do you need any help?
At this point, it's just getting more dirt into the hole.
Okay. So he takes the shield that he has, starts helping shovel dirt in.
Okay.
Yeah, Ven's gonna do that. Actually, and every bit of dirt, like every couple inches of dirt, like every layer we get into the ground, once he's covered, Ven is gonna reach up. He's gonna put the shovel on the ground, reach up, touch his face, say those words in Infernal, and just gonna ray of frost the layer of dirt to kind of just like frost harden it, so that animals will have a harder time digging it up.
Okay.
And then just keep pushing more dirt in.
Okay. And it is an autumn night, so it's cold in the air, so that helps.
Okay.
Oh, what are those words? I've not ever heard such words before. They don't sound blessed, as it were.
No, they're not. It's he takes his knuckles and just gonna knock on the horn nubs on his forehead that are shorn down. It's hereditary, one might say.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. You have a different haircut than most of the folk of your kinds that I've seen. Different. You don't like the look, or does it not? It's not a fan.
I'll be honest. I would tell you. I wish I could tell you it was for some great personal reason, but to be honest with you, makes wearing hoods very difficult, and I got tired of getting caught on doorways.
Well, that's why the horns that I have don't bother me too much. And then the helmet comes down and clips the top of his snoot again. Ah. So the horns that I have are fine, but yeah, if they became too much of a problem, I suppose I'd probably take care of it too.
Yeah, they usually grow out to be about up here.
Dang, you're gonna give me some sort of horn envy.
Well, not like this, I won't.
Well, that's true. That's true. I bet you'd look pretty cool with horns, though, if you ever want to grow them out, But no pressure.
Well, thank you.
Not from me. Okay. All right. Well, I think Dennis, maybe Carver, maybe Dennis. Kind of looks like a Dennis. I think Dennis is probably pretty happy that I imagine he's gonna spend some time, trying to get, balanced in the graces of Bahamut. As we all are once we die.
One would hope that you begin the journey before that point, but we do what we can with what we have.
Begin the journey before. It's again rocked by a religious concept.
I just realized I've been running days in D&D wrong.
Have you?
Yeah. Because I was looking at it because I got curious. You can travel 24 miles in 8 hours. 25, it says 1 day and 1 hour. So technically that'd be 9 hours, not an entire day. So I've been doing travel times wrong. So
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, 20. Wait, what do you? I'm confused.
So You can travel 24 miles in an 8-hour period in D&D without resting.
Right.
But if you go to 25 miles, because I'm using a travel calculator,
Yeah.
it says 1 day and 1 hour. So that would be, because one travel day in D&D is 8 hours.
Oh, so you were counting that as 25
Yeah.
hours, not. Oh, okay.
So I'm fixing everything on my end real quick. So
Okay, so this is not. So it might be shorter than a week.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
Yep.
You know, this is kind of my first adventure.
Tell you something else. Don't tell anybody else. This is also my first. It's the first time I ever left Anundial City.
Is it really?
Yeah, never left the city. Never once. Never needed to.
You're doing very well for yourself. I would have never guessed.
I mean, you seem so worldly. You told me all these things about you've really shook the foundations of my religious knowledge twice today.
Well, I've done a bit of traveling, but safe traveling along big roads and ships and things that aren't nearly as dangerous as this.
You've seen the ocean?
Is Anundial City on the coast?
On the northern coast, it has piers and docks and
Okay.
everything.
Like on a boat, like without seeing any land?
Yes. Actually, I was when I came to Anundial City for the festival. That's how I got here. I came in through the docks.
What? Okay. But you didn't see. There was a point where there was no land. You couldn't see. You couldn't see any land.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. What?
It's actually that point comes a little closer than you might think. It's depending on how tall the land is where you're leaving from, that could be about 3 miles off the coast.
What? Okay. All right. Well, water all around you. No land.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And everybody's fine with they're all okay with this?
Well, first-time passengers usually have a bit of a reaction, but
I would think so. What?
but most of the crew and other sailors and people who are used to this kind of thing, it's no different than any other day for you.
Oof. Oof. Starts walking back to camp. No land in sight.
With Quoin gone, then I'll just kneel down and do the whole fancy temple last rites, presumably in in Celestial.
Okay.
And that's what he's doing until he comes back to the camp.
Okay. So
Would you?
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask. Would you have done it out of earshot of Quoin? Like you said, after he's gone. I just want to know if I also heard you speak specifically angelic voice, because that's like, what is this guy's deal?
I mean, yeah, he's not trying to hide it. He's like speaking a little bit quietly, but like as you're walking away, you might be able to hear it.
This guy's a parfait. All layers. Walking back to camp. Didn't need my help anymore. This guy's got it.
Druck is dressing through the light of the fire. Druck is trying to dress this wound he has on his arm from that bat bite earlier. He's trying to make sure that there's no infection or anything.
Okay.
And is using Produce Flame for an additional light source.
Okay.
Oh. Can you
Yeah, Druk.
know of anything for this type of wound?
I mean, maybe. I don't think I've ever seen those creatures before, but I do got like a few bandages and some like ointments that might help. And I'm gonna pull out my healer's kit.
Okay.
Just get some like moss, like chew up some of the moss, and just like get the
That does not
going.
upset Druck at all.
He's
He's
like,
like,
very
Spit
Bear
holds it
Grylls.
together.
Yeah. See, we know we can connect about this stuff. All right, let's go. And I'm gonna just like spit on his arm and start wrapping it in a bandage. Like spit the moss on his arm and then wrap the
Okay.
bandage around it and rip it off with my teeth. All right, you're good to go.
Thank you. Your characters in this.
I mean, it's honestly like the bare minimum that I've learned. I didn't really do much practicing before I left again.
It's amazing. It should be, I mean, might even be completely healed by tomorrow.
I mean, maybe. Honestly, most of the stuff I learned before I even became a druid it's like basic knowledge to me. Like I learned how to like do that before I could talk. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom, she was kind of like a healer in the merchant district, like brew little. She and my dad would like do potions and herbal remedies and stuff like that.
So you're from Untitled City.
Yeah, I guess technically it's a long story for another time. But yeah, I grew up there.
Have you ventured out much?
Oh yeah. I actually spent like the last few years in like on the other side of the mountains, in the like through the where is it? When I'm looking for a town on the map that I can't see. Like yeah, I was all the way up at the like northeastern peninsula, up in the verdant shores for like 2.5 years.
Oh, I don't think I've ventured up there.
It's a long walk, let me tell you that. And not a pleasant one, because you gotta go through all the swamps, and like the swamps are just so wet, like not like this, but like mud just gets everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yes, not great for.
Yeah.
and he just gestures to his
Yeah.
fur body.
But it does make camouflage a lot easier.
Yes.
And he gives you the snap point.
Yeah. So what about you, Druck? You haven't shared much about your past. I mean, except for what did you do before you started adventuring?
Well, I wouldn't consider any of this adventuring. It's just another job. I'm from the Forlorn Forest, as it's called. I haven't been back there in a while, but I've spent my time guiding little groups from here to there, small jobs. Sorry, not interesting.
No, it's very interesting. Like, honestly, you're pretty easy to chat with.
And he just holds out one of those bat steaks.
You take it.
Clinks.
killed with the book magic's fire.
Ooh.
Haven't tried it.
You know, it's a little stringy, a little gamey.
Yes.
Fun fact: that tastes a lot like mutton, with the texture of chicken.
But this was the stuff cooked by the radiant fire.
Yeah, tastes like mutton with a mixture.
Cool.
Of chicken.
Thanks for the yeah.
I feel like Radiant Fire does it well done.
Nice.
Like,
Okay.
nice and blackened on the outside.
Oh, there we go.
Radiant,
You gotta-
radiant damage is just microwaves.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
So it's like
All
a
the
little
way through.
tougher than the other pieces that have been cooking. It's like,
Yeah.
But your travel time, now that I fixed it, instead of it being 7 days, it equates to 7 days and 8 hours. But you'd have to do 7 times 8 to figure out the actual math, and it's actually 2 days and 6 hours.
Okay.
So about 64 hours.
Well, I'm going to continue to cook this. I happen to get a lot of supplies for, well,
And he holds out like the pieces of bat.
think we could make some type of umbrella hat cloak combination for the Myconid mushroom person.
I mean, like, we could use some of that foliage that we're using for the tent.
Yeah, I figured we could use this bat wing as like an umbrella.
Fan
Fan it out.
And then we could wrap it, get some rope, and then like wrap it around a stick, like punch a stick through and wrap that around and make that the handle. You think that would work? I don't know if that would work.
Won't know till we try.
You know, you're right.
Let's
You want
go.
to try it? Let's do
Let's
it right
go.
now.
Yeah.
Trying to make a batwing umbrella. Best friends forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to happen over the course. That's going to take a bit to do.
Oh yeah. We'll say depending
start
on how
drawing
you
up
wanna rule it,
blueprints
we're
tonight.
drawing up blueprints, maybe collecting some stuff, trying out.
Any of you
like,
proficient in
seeing
leatherworkers'
how-
tools?
No.
No.
That's what kit you'd have
No.
to use.
Yeah. We couldn't just cut a hole with a knife in the wing.
Oh, we wouldn't need to cut a hole. We got a couple wings.
Also,
I think.
it's also worth asking the Myconid if they want to wear clothes and stuff.
No, it's like an umbrella that he can hold.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking of. Either like a cloak or an umbrella or like anything that might help.
Mhm.
But yeah. So we're drawing.
We're brainstorming tonight.
Yeah, we're geeking out together.
So, all right. Eventually, night starts to settle. How you guys doing watches? Because this is low-level D&D. You got to do watches.
Yeah.
Dax will go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna sleep because I have no spell slots. But I can take like a last watch or something.
And no one's an elf, so nobody trances.
Yeah, Druck is gonna do last watches. He's usually the early riser.
All right. So who's second?
I'll go second. Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Ven or Quoin? Who wants to go second?
To you, sir.
I didn't take a watch last time. I'll go.
Okay. So Dex,
I'll take that.
Ven, Quoin, Kenna, Druck. All right.
I also would take the time to take all my stuff off, and again, sleeping with it, my back to a tree, sleeping with it in my arms, but also right next to Morgo.
You don't have to sleep against a tree because Kenna made a huge tent for everybody.
We can all fit in the makeshift lean-to.
Is there a corner or a
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
of the?
Yeah, I built it like sort of coming off of the cart, so we could also use the cart as like smaller, but
So
another
you guys
dry
are
space.
sleeping on the edge side of the road then, not in the forest.
Yeah,
Okay.
is how is imagining it.
So
We probably don't want to get too far away from the cart. Probably want
Yeah.
to keep that within line of sight.
Okay.
Uh,
So
Probably just like right off the edge of the road.
I feel like
Mhm.
I should also mention that Druck would have definitely offered everyone else like bat steaks.
Oh yeah, I'll eat. Ven will also will offer for anybody who will accept it to warm and dry their clothes a bit.
Yeah, Ken will take it.
Yeah,
They
'cause I
prefer to
think
be comfortable.
does Justin does like cleaning an object and like all that stuff, does that count as like removing moisture?
sure.
Okay, so yeah,
That's how I've
Ven will
always
just
interpreted it.
Ven will just keep casting prestidigitation to just dry out some, like especially while we're like once we're in the tent and like we're not getting more wet, then I'll just like cast the spell to dry out people's clothes and then use the warming 1 cubic foot of non-living material
Yeah.
on just like people's clothes so that their clothes feel like they're just fresh out of the dryer.
Okay.
That's a dryer.
Exactly.
Um,
First time you've ever experienced
What-
this feeling.
Once you get to Druck, and you're like casting prestidigitation on like parts of his fur, he's like, I should travel with these people more often. This is great. You see this look on his face, like just like, oh.
So I mean, imagine it's just like steam, just like
Yeah.
just float. The moisture just floats off.
Yeah, well, and you would see that he just gets fluffier.
Druck gets
He's
a
big fluff
blowout.
ball now.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Druck is constantly amazed by our spellcasting abilities.
Mhm.
It's so endearing to me, and I love it.
Quoin would be sleeping back against any solid material.
Yep.
Everything he owns on his lap.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
And I would also cast ritual cast alarm
okay.
around the campsite as well.
Okay. So Dax, you have 2 hours of your watch.
Once everybody is asleep, Dax just starts walking around the perimeter of their campsite. She takes out her small little drum from her pocket and just absent-mindedly starts just like beating against it with her fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Against like she's like holding it like this.
Yep.
And just kind of humming to herself as she's looking around. She's honestly quite enjoying like the rainfall. She doesn't really feel cold or anything. And she is just enjoying the night and keeping an eye out for anybody or anything coming close to them.
Do you have dark vision?
No.
Perception check with disadvantage. Because it's also heavy rain, so everyone's
Yeah.
going to have disadvantage on their perception checks. So
How does a 12 sound?
you hear rain. You see rain. In the distance, you hear more rain.
And just for those 2 hours, she's just beating against her drum and just keeps looking
All
around.
right. At the end of your watch, it's now 12:30 in the morning, so it's a new day. For those of you keeping track on the calendar, it is now the day of Zordon, the 23rd of Coldwind. Because I know some of you are
Dax.
dating your notes. So
Hell yeah, we are.
I can't take notes. It's raining.
soggy paper.
Exactly.
There's
If
a
unless I
tent,
want to
there's
like
a
take my. Well, yeah, but then it's cramped and like
True.
I was gonna. Yeah, no. So I want to dump my water on my paper.
New day.
You have prestidigitation.
Yeah, but that doesn't fix the ink running.
I wouldn't. Yeah. But Dax, that's the end of your watch.
He puts her drum away and goes to wake up. I think it was Ven.
It was
who was
Ven
next.
next. Yep.
Just gently taps him on the shoulder.
Thank you.
My watch has ended. May Earthmender watch over the both of us.
Indeed.
And she gives
No.
you like, not a weird look, but like you notice something a little more behind her words. Not just acknowledging your god kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. It's not awkward. There's a familiarity to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she lays down in between, like where the Myconid and Margot is, snuggling up.
The Myconid is not sleeping.
She's still just.
They don't sleep.
She's just next to them in case anything happens.
Okay.
Snuggles up with her great axe and nods off.
Okay. Ven's watch.
Okay. I'm gonna sit like right in the entrance, so I'm kind of still like sheltered.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna spend the first 10 minutes of my watch casting Unseen Servant while I look around.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna have the servant just like look around, just like pick around for dry wood, then feed the fire.
Okay. They can do that easily.
So I don't have to go out into the rain to do it.
Exactly.
This is why wizards are great.
This way, yeah, that's why they're the best class.
So if I could have prestidigitation and Unseen Servant, like I'd be happy. Like
life?
as a me, yeah, that'd be amazing.
Perception check with disadvantage.
Okay. Am I good at that? Not really.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. If you've ever been in a tent when it's raining, ever?
Oh,
that's
yeah.
What it sounds like. It's just like.
Yeah, you can't hear shit. Well, that's not gonna get worse. Okay, well, it's a 5.
Yeah, rain's real loud. It's deafening. But that brings us to 2:30 in the morning.
All right, was it Quoin was next?
Yes.
Okay. And I'll and over the when it comes to the second hour, I would have done Unseen Servant again.
Okay.
Because it only lasts for an hour, as the first one was coming to an end, and then I would have had it just gather up. Like once the fire was fed enough, I would just have both of them be gathering up just a pile of dry sticks in the tent, so that the next people can just like toss them out.
Okay.
And then I'll wake up Quoin.
All right.
Quoin.
Young.
It's your watch.
Danke. Just like limbering up, more stretches. Doing the thing, getting the armor on. Shaking the limbs out. Going out. Do we have more fire? Or do we have more wood for the fire?
Oh, yes. There's a pile of dry wood right there by the entrance. You can just toss it in from there.
There's more wood on the fire.
The tent goes up. No.
Like a moderate amount of wood. Seeing the pile, there's probably not a lot. Gauging how many more of these do we have to do. Going buck wild.
Someone turn that off because we're gonna get a copyright strike.
So just kind of does like a spiral pattern around the camp, like probably about between 30 and 60 feet out. Not terribly, probably not full 60, but like 30 and 45, just circling the camp, trying to make sure. Sucks. It's this watch sucks.
Yours is even worse because you have a metal helmet on, so the rain's like ping 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 ping.
This one sucks, and every time that little helmet slaps down, just like that instant like clench your jaw rage, like that.
Perception check with disadvantage.
I chose this. Like one's a low one. Okay. Look at what we have here. So that's an 8.
An 8. Ping 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 ping.
Drip drip drop little April showers.
But that concludes your watch. Nothing interesting. Just rain. And the road's getting real muddy.
Then I go to Kenna to wake them up.
Yep.
I think. Or is it? Yeah,
It's Kenna, and then it's Drug.
So yeah, I go and find Kenna and wake them up.
You can see the sun sort of beginning to rise in the distance. It's like 4:30 in the morning, but it's like still got a bit. But yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, you switched on this. Nothing has been by so far, so we're pretty good so far. So.
All right. Cool. Do you need help taking your armor off again?
No, I've got. Thank you.
All right. Cool. I'm just gonna climb up into the cart to take my watch.
Okay.
Is it still like raining heavily, or has
yeah.
it started to die down?
It's still raining pretty heavily.
Man.
That was the weather for the day. We'll do new weather for next session at the end of this one.
Okay. Just take out my journal and like try to cover it as much as possible as I write about the previous day.
Okay. Perception check
With
with continue. Actually, what were you saying?
Just with like a piece of charcoal and not ink.
Okay. Perception check with disadvantage.
All right. Guidance. Okay. 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus 3 is 11.
The rain's real loud.
Yeah. It's very hard to see.
And it's very hard to see. Because like you have to squint when it's in the rain because it's like yeah. But yeah, your watch is also uneventful.
Yeah.
And these are usually well-traveled roads, but again, it's also like 6:30 in the morning at this point.
Yeah. All right. Druck. Shake him a little. Druck, it's your turn.
Yes, alright. I'm up.
Alright. I didn't see anything. Quoin hasn't seen anything. It's still raining cats and dogs, but you know.
Not much to see.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. What?
Breakfast will be ready in an hour.
Cool.
And Druck's gonna start preparing breakfast with his last watch.
Okay.
He's just gonna set some things up for that. Prep the rest of the bat steaks and load of rations for everyone.
Okay.
Oh, I was also gonna dry off the campfire with my produce flame.
Okay.
And keep it going.
Okay. All right. Perception check with disadvantage.
All right. Let's do that. $11.
Rain's real loud. Still heavy rain. Can't see that well.
Okay.
And that brings us to, because it needs to be 8 hours, brings us to 8:30 in the morning.
Long rest.
So everyone gets the benefits of a long rest,
Mm.
including Morgo and the Myconid. The ox are just out in the rain all night.
Poor buddy.
Druck checks his bandage. That shit's healed.
She got a wicked cool scar though, right?
Oh yeah. There's like a patch of like
Yeah.
2 patches of fur that aren't growing back.
From giant bat fangs. But yeah, you all wake up. Breakfast is there. The Myconid doesn't eat any of it because, yeah, not their thing.
Druck is going to gesture to like some of the materials he's gotten from these bats, and kind of gestures to the Myconid as like maybe cover up, and then gestures to the cart where the tarp, I guess, what would we call it? Was it a blanket or a
Just a
tarp
blanket.
or a rug?
Just a blanket.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just like, he says out loud,
It's getting light.
yeah. Yeah. He'll use body language alongside of that to kind of
Okay.
make his intent
The
known.
Myconid releases spores.
Okay.
and you see images in your head of it preferring to have its hands free, and it'll just take the blanket and make like a poncho with it.
Okay. Cool.
I'd like to unhitch the ox and just take her for a graze
Okay.
alongside the road.
That's a good call.
Once we're done with breakfast and everything, and it looks like we're going to get ready to go, then I'll just do a, because this spell doesn't have any vocal components. Or actually, he'll ask, is everyone done with the fire, or does anyone need it for anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. And it's just a complex series of hand signs, and then just closes his hand, and the fire just dies down to nothing with control flame.
Yeah. Wizard.
I relight it with produce flame.
So mean.
I imagine Drux just like looking at Kenna sideways again. It's like,
Fuck this.
Kind of just hurls just a baseball of fire and just lights up.
You guys want to watch the Myconid kind of uproot itself a little bit from the ground? That's how they eat nutrients from the ground.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah.
I suppose telepathically Druck will ask if it has a preferred name or way of addressing it.
No mentions of a name,
Okay.
and no mentions of pronouns, so all pronouns.
Okay. So,
So, safest bet, they, them.
Would you like a name? Something for us to call you?
They just shrug.
All right.
he's not gonna dig any further on that.
Did all of you like the bat?
No.
He's gonna give that guy a swift kick in the ass, and then look at Quoin and Ven, and well, he's gonna look at Dax.
Did you like the bat?
Yes, it was interesting. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everyone else is just like, I'm just gonna nod and go,
Yep. Yes, I'll take some. Yes. I won't turn down food.
They could make a good stew, Druck.
No one goes hungry.
Some nice, summer carrots, maybe some baby potatoes.
That would be nice. Yes.
But yeah, we could definitely dress it up more. You should put maybe some fresh, whatever.
I'll have to look around. Difficult to find that in the wild.
hey, with the two of us looking, we can find anything to put in that stew, Druck.
holds up a hand.
We have a town coming up here soon. We could probably get some basic vegetables and perhaps a cook pot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could be helpful.
Giant's,
I mean,
Giant's Cradle's the next one.
I think we might be more in line of purchasing some vegetables.
Druck's gonna take some of the more useful sticks that we used in the building of the tent
Okay.
and just save them for like the next time we try to make camp.
Okay.
Low level D&D, when your loot is sticks.
Yep.
Yeah.
We find
And you're
sticks.
happy about this.
Yeah, this is fucking cool.
But you guys
This is
start
a good stick.
do you guys start preparing for your next day of travel?
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, prepare my
I'm like
spells.
pulling all of this knowledge from when I was 12 and we went camping in Sequoia. I'm like, ooh, camping knowledge.
So to determine
Let's
to determine how your second day is gonna look, someone other than Garrett roll me a d4.
I got it.
Okay.
3.
That's 3 encounters a day. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh.
Somebody roll me 3d8.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I have 3 d8s right here. 5, 7, 5.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
It's three fights. We're gonna die.
Man, short rests.
That's true.
Could also be just like angry birds.
I need someone to roll a d6. I didn't roll a d6 for the previous day.
I vote Brittany.
I'll-
I was just saying it.
I'll roll it. That bitch is a 3.
The rain doesn't let up.
Sweet.
Dax
This
is
is
enjoying
awesome.
this.
This is
You
great.
guys are choosing how your days go. You guys are this. Yeah. I don't have any part of this.
Kind of pulls their hood up.
And I need someone.
Ooh.
Everyone's
Not
gonna roll.
someone that hasn't rolled yet, but someone who also isn't Sam, or someone who isn't Caleb, because Caleb rolled last time. Someone, 3 of you roll me 3. 3 of you each roll a d20.
Okay, I'll roll a d20.
I got one.
By the way, I do have a question, Justin.
Yep.
Since it's been so cloudy and rainy, is the mic in it in any danger?
No.
Okay.
Sick.
Ooh.
So.
Oh, I wish that was an actual.
So who all rolled a d20?
I did.
Okay. So Kate, what was yours?
6.
Okay. And Garrett.
18.
Okay.
I don't like that smile.
I don't either.
You
Maybe I
never like it
shouldn't
when
have
the
given you
Fun
DMs
that
fact:
thing.
some of these results are just nothing happens. So
Yeah.
you can
Nice.
get lucky.
Yeah.
18 is that what you said?
Yes, I said
Ooh.
18.
Fucking perfect. Cool. Who else rolled a d20?
I did 3.
3. Okay. Cool.
Gibbs next rando rolls.
Oh no, I'm scared.
All right. So
I'm not. This is fun.
you start
Great.
your road, your trip. The final 26 miles you have to go, which is about 10 hours travel to the next settlement. And as evening begins to set in again, nothing really eventful happens for the first bit. You see,
I should preface this by saying Druck will go back to his usual spot 60 feet ahead of the
noted.
Okay.
The mud is making it difficult terrain. The
Cool.
road.
That's also difficult terrain for the ox, so
Yep. So the ox is also at half speed,
Mm-hmm.
which means the travel time is going to be longer than
Halved.
so it's going to be 20 hours instead of 10.
okay.
Oof. See, weather is the encounter here. Not really. You see a trader go past. The trader they're just on a cart. Random person just nods. They look more like a farmer, like they're just transporting produce. Oh, hey, and just driving by on their cart. Headed to Giant's Cradle. Nice. Get there before nightfall. They close the gates at night.
Yeah, in this weather, I don't think we're gonna get that far.
Yeah, they've been closing their gates at night for the last month or so, not letting anybody in. So,
Any idea why?
the settlement's been getting terrorized by lots of wolf packs.
Of course it is.
So they just they don't open the gates to anybody at night, just to be safe.
All right.
Well, safe travels.
All right.
Before you
too.
go,
Oh yeah.
before you go, are you transporting your crop?
I actually just sold it in Giant's Cradle. I'm heading back. I don't have
Oh.
anything on me, unfortunately.
Understandable.
You got any sticks?
Nope.
All right.
And the 2 ox start pulling his cart down the road. Safe travels.
And you.
You travel about another hour. So I'd say about right now it's about say it's 6 p.m.
We're getting Ravenloft flashbacks, Garrett.
I don't know why.
So fun.
And
I'm getting Oregon Trail vibes.
I need to look at something here real quick. Give me 1 second.
What
You said
did you say about dysentery?
You're 60 feet ahead, yes? Yes, you're 60 feet ahead. Okay. Drunk, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 18.
You see movement in the woods on the side of the road.
Movement.
And Druck, you guys would. Druck doesn't say it loud, but you see him point.
And you all can kind of see the movement now, and you can hear snarling as a pack of wolves has caught you in their sight. And that is where we're going to end the session for the week. Fighting a pack of wolves.
Man, that's a bummer. Okay. I'll have to talk with you about some. Yeah, I'm excited. This is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And wolves like to go for separate prey. So Druck is in a very bad spot.
But Druck's floofy. He doesn't have meat for them. It's okay. Just make yourself big. It's fine.
That floofy pelt is all gone. It's soaked through. He looks like a wet cat.
But
oh yeah, that reminds me. I gotta get rid of all those bad steaks because they got used up.
But yes, thanks for watching, everybody. We're back here next week with the continuation of this with a wolf pack.
Woo!
Low-level D&D encounters. Somebody rolled for this wolf pack.
Who was it?
Yeah, I'm not telling you. And yeah, rained this. Oh, man, yeah, 20 hours to the next place. It's gonna be brutal. Yeah, you guys started with 10 hours, but the rain would make it 20. You traveled. It was 8:30 when you left. I'll figure out the math after the session. Good night, everybody.